All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are live on Facebook and live on Praise 96.5. You may be tuning in with us for the first time on this platform on Facebook Live. We've been on Praise 96.5 all year and miss being on WSFA where you can see the team and the field, but right here you're going to be able to listen live. And if you tune in on Facebook on that AKD broadcast, you'll be able to see us here in the booth. So, folks, tuning in from all over, if you're with us on Facebook, maybe just listen to the audio. You may not want to see us in the booth. Deacon Mike is on the phone right now with Archangel Radio, talking Montgomery Catholic football with the diocese, the Archdiocese of Mobile, and giving them a heads up on what the Bulldogs of Holtville are bringing to Montgomery Catholic tonight. So this is your very first game of the 2024 postseason for the Alabama High School Athletic Association football playoffs. Folks are tuned in from all around. The stands are starting to fill up. The green and white and gray of Holtville has filled the visiting stands, and we are just about 15 minutes away from being ready for kickoff. We are at home in round one. Folks ask all the time what happens, and we're going to talk to Coach Jay in your Bradley Plumbing and Heating pregame show. I'm going to start by wishing a happy birthday to number 32, Kenneth Bell. This is his born day, and we've got him with us. And Deacon Mike's going to come back in just quick enough for us to send you guys to the Coaches Show with Coach Kirk Johnson. Montgomery Catholic live kickoff here in about 15 and a half minutes time at home against the Bulldogs of Holtville. I'm Justin Costanza.
I'm Deacon Mike Costanza.
And go Knights. 11th week of football season. Montgomery Catholic, welcome to your Bradley Plumbing and Heating pregame show. I'm Justin Costanza, and I've got head coach Kirk Johnson. It is our 11th week of football season. We had a funky off game this year. We're coming off an off week last week. It feels like we haven't played in months. Kirk Johnson, are you ready to play Holtville in round one of the Alabama High School Athletic Association football championship playoffs?
I am. But before we kind of get into the Holtville, I just want to take a second to shout out our seniors. They have done something that most high schools don't even get an opportunity to do. As far as some of the things they've accomplished, they've finished their careers with zero. They finished their career with 0 regular season losses, and then they finished their career with 0 region losses, which is huge. They're 39-0 in that play, and I think that just a testament of how hard they work. I also want to shout out the coaches. The amount of time they put in, the amount of hours they put in. Of course, currently I'm the face, and that's great and all. But those guys, they work their butts off, man. They continue to do things at a high level, and they help some of the goals I've set personally. They help me reach those goals. And on that note, thank you to all the ones that shared that. Having my 50th win as a head coach. Thank you all of old and new for sharing that on Facebook and retweeting and all the texts. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I've always said Catholic is family, and getting those texts and those calls and the retweets on Facebook and Twitter and the comments, man, it means the world, because coaches are human too, and we have goals, and of course that was one of mine, and forever grateful for all you that reached out and said the sweet things you said on Facebook. So thank you for that. Now, Holtville.
Well, before we go to Holtville, you said something worth talking about. I just want to reiterate, you mentioned those seniors. These guys are the winningest senior class if they win 3 more games, I think it is. So they've got a goal here, right? And it's something they can do this season. They are one of the only classes we've ever had that has never lost a regular season game, never lost a region game. I think we've won 5 region championships in 7 years, something crazy. And so it's special for everybody. And I like how you said it's special for the coaches, too. You guys are human, whether we remember that or not, right? And love that you guys set goals and want to attain those. And so your goal this week, I'm going to go way out on a limb, and is to say to go 1-0 and to beat the Bulldogs of Holtville, a team that we have not played in a few years, but it was a team that we played every year when I was in high school. One of my last games as a senior was against Holtville. And so I'm excited to see a little green and white take on the blue and gold tonight. What can we expect from the Bulldogs tonight with Catholic?
You jumped around on me right there.
I threw a lot at you.
Yeah. quick little thing. You brought up Holtville was one of the teams that when I first got here, we played regularly as well. So there's a lot of familiarity there. Just some of the things they run, some of their coaches. You could expect a really good, well-coached football team. But honest to God, it's not coach talk. I don't care about really what Holtville is doing. I really care about what we were doing. We've kind of dealt with a lot this last week, and then being off is kind of created some dullness, the vibes, and so just this past couple of days, just trying to get them back up, trying to make them love football again, trying to get them back in the mode of wanting to be out there, wanting to play. With all that success we just talked about it could quickly become complacent about, hey, I don't have to do this because we're going to do this. So it's just amping everything back up, trying to create, we call it sudden change situations where it doesn't look the same like it normally has. And thanks to volleyball, thanks to all kind of different things, we've had to deal with that the last couple of weeks, or the last week and a half. So just trying to create that, and the more we can fine tune what we're doing, the better it is that I feel like we're prepared for Holtville. So, they got good players, they got good coaches. I mean, they're a football team, right? And so I'm just trying to make sure that when we go out there, we're fully locked in, we're fully loaded, we're ready to go, we're head down. We're trying to put a product out there that our fans, our band, our cheerleaders, our community can be proud of.
You mentioned Holtville. It's a team that we've played in recent history, but not
2019. I think Jack Burt's senior year, I think, was the last one.
But as 4A, 5A regions are changed up, who are some of the teams that are in that same region as Holtville? They're the 4 seed. So talk about some of those teams.
So Clay Central finished, Clay County, Central Clay County. Yeah, Central Clay County finished 1. Beauregard finished 2. Elmore County finished 3. And then they finished 4. They beat out Valley. That region kind of stretches far east, right there to the border of Georgia. They beat Valley for the 4 seed. Some other people in that region was oh my gosh!
I didn't tell you they were going to be hard questions.
No, it's not. But that team was terrible. Sorry to say that. Gosh, I can't even think of it. There was another one in there, but they only had a 16 region.
Okay.
So they had to find a lot of out of region games. That's why it's kind of awkward. We had a 17 region, so we had to find 4 out of region games. So kind of a little different ball they kind of play up there. But man, anybody that's trying to go and play 5 games, if you talk to Danny Horn at Central Clay, that we just mentioned, who one of the winningest coaches of all time in the state's history, like 375 wins, which is crazy. He'll be the first one to tell you it's really more, your focus has to really shift to, okay, you understand who your opponent is, you understand how you want to go attack your opponent. All right, what can we do? How can we fix our weaknesses? Because football at this point becomes really a chess game. All right, it becomes a situation where you know somebody's strengths and weaknesses. It's week 11. You know what they can do well and what they don't do well. So are they going to come out and try to exploit that? Am I switching up what I do a little bit? All right, okay. If they do, am I ready to counter it? Okay, do I wait to halftime and then come out and give them something they haven't seen there so they can't go to halftime and make some adjustment? Am I going to be in the game that long? Is it going to be 21-0 before? So it's all those type of things. We fine-tuned special teams. That was one of the things we felt like we've always been elite on special teams. Pinning people deep, whether it be kickoff or punt, making field goals, which we did the last Andalusia. It's covering punts well, covering kickoff well. We ended our regular season on a high note, special teams wise. So it's fine tuning those things, because if you look back to the state championship game, we can say the defense played well, we can say the offense played well, but the highlight was the special teams. They kept the ball deep into the red zone. They would flip the field. Those things they are crucial when you're playing a team who looks like you and who do the small things like you. They're crucial. Can't have a snap over the head. You can't, those things like that.
You mentioned special teams as one of the things that you guys are focusing on. What other things are y'all trying to clean up before?
Man, you got penalties. I mean, and everybody, when I say this, it's like, penalties are going to happen. The kids are human, but it's the dumb penalties, right? It's the 3rd and 15, Miles Cotchery, and you hit the quarterback out of bounds. Who was out of bounds, by the way? He was out of bounds. It's things like that. You want to just make sure you're cleaning up those stupid penalties. When you're running in, you're making a tackle and you get a face mask, that's probably going to happen. You're going in to make a tackle. The crowd's loud, you forgot it. Okay, you jumped off sides once. You can't be doing that the first 5 plays of the game, right? So, it's just cleaning up those penalties, because, we always talk about on the defense side of the ball, most of the time, it's like 66% of the time the statistics tell you, When you give up a first down that they shouldn't have got, it's 30-15, you got a pass interference. Or blah, 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 every time they score. 66% of the time, they score. When you could have picked the ball, they bounced off your chest, they about to score that drive. You better just get ready. So it's making the plays you got to make. It's keeping an even kill. It's being inside yourself. It's playing under control. We got to go do that. We got to go. It starts. This is the real season. All that other stuff is fun. And Danny, this is getting down on the knee and trying to get married now. It's getting real.
So I know a question you don't ever want to answer. Let's just pause talking about Holtville real fast before we give our Avis Cardinal keys to the game. Make sure that we're saying it correctly. The winner of tonight's game would play the winner of Shelby County and Citronelle. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, I know that you don't want to talk about it. I'm just,
for more than one reason.
Deacon Mike and I will be discussing. Hey, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Columbiana, Alabama.
Shelby County High School. Hello. But that'll be next week. Wow. That'll be next week. Hopefully,
if they win though, they come here.
So Shelby County would travel here. If Citronelle wins, we would travel to Citronelle.
Correct. Citronelle has a brand new stadium.
Pending a win tonight.
Brand new stadium.
Let me just remind you, we do have to win tonight. So let's come back. I don't like you talking about next week.
You ain't got to tell me.
Montgomery Catholic is taking on Holtville. What are our Avis Cardinal keys to the game? And let's exclude them. Make it hard on you. Don't say penalties and don't say special teams.
That's fine.
Because we know those are things. So give us some elite keys to the game.
Well, my first key is, I think I said this a couple of weeks ago, a parent asked me after the game, do I ever smile when we win? I don't know. I think I said it. I know I've told somebody. And I paused, and I felt so convicted. I was just like, oh, my gosh. Yes, I smile. I do. I just think that when we play well, I smile. And so I said it to say, I just want this week I want our boys to remember what it feels like to just have fun playing football. This game brings so many positive things, and it brings a lot of negatives as well. But I want our kids to enjoy playing football. I don't want to worry about any outside mess. I don't want them thinking about little Susie who likes them, or I can't wait to eat Waffle House at 2 a.m. Whatever it is they do, I want them to enjoy playing the game of football because it can bring you so many positive things. The next thing is I just want to play clean. You said no penalties, but I just want to play clean. We took a week off so we can be rusty. You kind of saw that when we came back from that week off we took. The Saraland game situation, it's just the opponent was a little bit lesser. So I just want to play clean, man. And honestly, I want to dominate up front. That's really on both sides of the ball. I want to control the line of scrimmage. When you control the line of scrimmage in any level of football, you have a high chance of winning the game. All that passing and funky stuff is cute, but when you getting hit in the mouth over and over and over for 4 or 5, and I think what our offensive side of the ball coaches have done with the combination of that Giovanni Hayner and the Josh Ariel, it's beautiful. Gio is a bruiser. He's going to bruise you, and if you don't want to tackle him, he going to end up taking 50, 60 yards because he can run too. And then you're tired, you're beat down, and now here comes this slicing and dicing joker who runs hard, by the way. And so they've done a really good job with that of kind of mixing those guys. I love when I get the stat line. One of my favorite things as the head coach this year has been when I get the stat line at the end of the game. Shout out to our statistician, Gavin Caldwell, does a really good job with that. I get it, and you see 14 carries for Gio, 14 carries for Josh, 5 touches for Badgood, 6 touches for JJ, 5 touches for Mike. Hey, man, that makes it hard for them to be stopped because you cannot zone in. I know I was giving you the Avis car realistic game, but I just kind of went on a rant there.
Well, sometimes when you rent a car from Avis, you want to drive long distance, and
my apologies.
We did just that. All right, well, folks, we want you guys to not just listen right here on Praise 96.5 or watch on the NFHS network or be with us live on the AKD booth cam right here on Facebook Live on the Montgomery Catholic Facebook page. We want you to come out and see this game in person. So we want you, just like we talked about last week with Daniel Veras, and this week it is so important. We need folks in the stands for both teams. We need people here to support the team, and let's not take anything for granted. Deacon Mike Costanza and I won't be taking anything for granted as we get set for kickoff in just a couple minutes' time right here. The Bulldogs of Holtville at Montgomery Catholic. Back in just a moment.
For 150 years, Montgomery Catholic Preparatory School has believed in educating the whole person. Rooted in academic excellence and grounded in faith, We're preparing students not only for college, but for life. With a rigorous curriculum and small class sizes, our students receive personalized attention from dedicated and passionate teachers. Whether it's in the classroom, on the stage, or on the field, Montgomery Catholic students strive to reach their God-given potential. At Montgomery Catholic, we also know that true success goes beyond academics. Faith is at the heart of everything we do. We nurture not only minds, but souls, guiding students to live out their values with integrity and compassion. From K-3 through 12th grade, we offer a supportive, faith-filled environment where students can grow spiritually, morally, and intellectually. Montgomery Catholic Preparatory School, where faith and academic excellence come together. Visit montgomerycatholic.org to schedule a tour today and discover a place where your child can thrive.
Bradley Plumbing and Heating is one of the oldest service firms in Montgomery, the original Bradley Services Company since 1945. That means you get hundreds of years of combined experience to solve your problem. Sure, they have been taking care of some of the largest buildings in central Alabama for decades, but that same professional quality service of Bradley Plumbing and Heating is available for your home as well. Whether you have a clogged drain or an AC or heating unit that's not working, don't waste time or money. Call 271-0700. Bradley Plumbing and Heating since 1945, the original Bradley Services Company.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're on Facebook Live and Praise 96.5.
Feels like old times.
It is so great. As you may or may not know, in the Alabama High School Athletic Association football playoffs, all video broadcasts of the games can go through the NFHS network, so you can pay per view through the NFHS network, or you can listen right here on Praise 96.5, or if you come to Facebook with a dozen or more of your closest friends, we'll have 6 or 8 dozen in a few minutes maybe as we get set for kickoff. I'm Justin Costanza, joined by Deacon Mike Costanza, and we are excited to be in the playoffs.
I'm excited. First round, and we were just talking 32 teams at the 5A area, right, or bracket.
That's right.
32, yeah. And so that's 16 games tonight. There are a lot of teams not playing ball. We're here playing ball at Catholic against Holtville, and just on paper, we just outmatch them. We have done a lot better.
Yeah, 9 wins coming in. Last week, losing to Tallahassee, Holtville behind 7, 21-14. Big win in Marbury the week before, 28-0. Won in overtime the week before against Valley in East Alabama, 27-21. Got blown out by Central Clay, 4-3. 21-0 loss to Beauregard. Just not scores we're used to seeing here. Montgomery Catholic has won the toss and deferred to the second half. The Holtville Bulldogs are to our right with their back to the south end zone as your Little Donkey Mexican Restaurant kickoff is underway. Thrown, kicked all the way down to the 15-yard line. They will head west and not north, gaining nothing on the return. And with 11:52 to go in your We Lunch It first quarter of play, the Bulldogs of Holtville have the ball on 1st and 10.
14, Gavin Phelan with a nice tackle, and our special teams got downfield really nicely, really quickly, and knocked him down inside the 20. Bring up the first down. We're going to say about the 18.
1st and 10 on the 18. Montgomery Catholic, 11:52 to go. Montgomery Catholic in royal blue jerseys, white pants, black helmets, all white helmets, pants, and jerseys for the Bulldogs with green trim as they will hand it off in the backfield. Just one man in the backfield. He gets the ball, comes to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10 upcoming. The clock turning, 11:41 and counting.
We kind of got used to being on WSFA during the year, which allowed us to see live on a screen.
We could zoom in ourselves.
And really kind of helped. I'm not sure who was in there, maybe 14 again. Wrapped him up in the backfield, maybe for, well, no gain at least. 2nd and 10, 11:23. Clock running here, first quarter. At Montgomery Catholic, we host because we were seeded number 1.
2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. 1 man next to the quarterback in the shotgun formation. Motion from the near side. Gets up close. He'll block. They'll come to this near half of the field. They will not make it to the original line of scrimmage. And the Knights defense swarming as they do so well and as they have done week in and week out. It'll be 3rd down and 13 upcoming, 10:52 and counting.
Yeah, I'd hate to be the statistician giving credit to one guy, there 4 or 5 nights, bring him down on the right side, no chance. I've said it all year long. It is so hard to run against our defensive line, certainly up the middle. So if you decide, okay, we'll run around the edges, then our very fast and strong defensive linemen just swarm over there, stop you. So that was for a loss. 3rd and about 12 or 13.
Your AmeriFirst Bank sponsor on these third downs, the Knights defense. There's a 3-man shift from the near side to the far side. One stops, hops in at an H-back. He will block as they run between the tackles, and the referee almost able to make the tackle there. A pickup of about 6 across the 25, across the 20 out to the 23. It's still a punt situation for the Bulldogs. It's 4th and 6.
Ricky Williams, number 21, in on that stop. Another Knight helped him. 4th and way too long and way too deep to be messing around this early in the game. 9:45 here in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs are punting. He's standing back here on about the 7-yard line.
Beautiful snap
Nice.
and a booming kick. One of the
Nice.
best kicks we have seen all year. Michael Sheffield running in the wrong direction. He will it'll go through his fingers, hit the turf, and bounce back up. Inside the 40, really down at the 33, we'll call it 34-yard line. So a swap of field position by about 45 yards there. And had this one been visible on WSFA or Bounce 12.2, you might have shrieked. We didn't make it sound as close as it was. But the Knights offense on the field for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 34, moving from left to right, headed towards that south end zone. 9:30 on the clock. Your score is 0-0. If you're watching on Facebook, your AKD broadcast there, you can see the scores. And Brittany Bradley updating that box there to be a little smaller as Giovanni Hayner, senior, number 11. He'll carry it on first down, and he gets a red flag pest control.
Wow.
First down. Quick to the line of scrimmage to the 45.
Love to see this offense that's averaging over 47 points a game get a first down on their first possession as Giovanni goes around the left side.
He's going to get it again. A stiff arm to the face of the would-be tackler and pushes forward from the line of scrimmage. A gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5 upcoming, trying to get across midfield. The Knights at their own 49-yard line.
I like the quick tempo here. 2nd and 5. Not a lot of time between plays.
A little play action here. Giovanni's going to come out to pass block. The quarterback will tuck it, move to the left, and get upfield. He needs to get to the 46, and I believe it's going to be close.
Wow.
No, they are waving them on. Red flag pest control comes in with another good spot. The Knights moving, 8:46 and counting. And the Knights defense put us in good position, and the offense is trying to capitalize. First down. 46-yard line. 2 wideouts to the near side. They're going to hand it off. Heading up between the tackles. I believe that's Josh Harriel.
He is.
Number 7.
Yeah, averaging about 95 yards a game and picked up about 3 on his first carry tonight over on this right side. Nice defensive stop by the Bulldogs. Brings up 2nd and 7, 8:16.
We need to ask Austin and CJ to come back and video just so we can see in the booth as we throw on 2nd down. It'll be a first down and more. A great open field tackle from the Bulldogs. That's J.J. Williams down close to the 30-yard line. Another red flag pest control first down, knocking on the door as we get closer and closer to the red zone. 8:05 and counting.
Proud of J.J. You know, Kingston was hurt first few games, and J.J. played quarterback, and now he's been one of his favorite targets as Josh Harriel gets tripped up as he gets started.
A quick stop at the line there, and I'm not sure if Catholic brought ourselves down or if that was a good stop right at the line of scrimmage there. 2nd, and we'll call it 11 to be fair. Upcoming for the night, 7:41 and counting, 0-0. Your score in favor of the home team. And from right in the center of the field at the 31-yard line, good snap, single backfield here. We will go. Caught, turns left, looks upfield. Kingston Prier's pass complete there in the flats on the far side of the field. Good for a pickup of about 7 or 8. Have not spotted the ball yet. It'll be 3rd and short. We'll have, looks like 4 yards upcoming. The linesmen wanting to move, but they are right where they need to be. All the Knights looking to the sideline. Seeing what plays called in. Jeremy Johnson calling it in furiously. 7:25 on the clock after that last play went out of bounds. 3rd, we'll call it 3, not 4. two men on the wide out on this near side, one to the far side. One man in the backfield. That's Giovanni Hayner. His number's called. He will get a first down. He's still on his feet. He fought to get into the red zone and more. It's a red flag pest control. The question will be, Deacon Mike, is it 1st and goal or 1st and 10? It's going to be close with 7:19 on the clock.
I'm going to say it's 1st and goal. Looks like he got inside the 10 just barely. Yep, sure did. So 1st and about 9.5 to the goal line. 7 minutes here. First quarter as they try to wrap him up in the backfield, and they do drop him for a loss. Josh
Harriel, the ball carrier. He had to come backwards to try to get away from the penetration of the Bulldogs there, and they were able to hang on to his feet, bring him down. I think a loss of about 5 or 6.
Yep.
And it'll be 2nd and goal. I said 5 or 6. That might be the 17-yard line. Hard to see from this angle. Michael Stewart and Rachel Stewart are listening. Got Isabel and company in the car, and Annie, Michael Jr., Maggie. We're going to try to get you a touchdown. Hands it off left, pushing up field. Maggie, just for you. They got all the way down to the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal, and I don't even think having the right line judge would help there. That was perfectly called. 6:24 and counting on the clock. The Knights knocking on the door, and the We Lunch It first quarter of play right here on Praise 96.5.
Kingston looking over to the sideline, and we need those radios in the helmet so they can talk directly to him.
or maybe we can.
Yes, yeah.
All right, number 18, Brody Hudson comes out onto the field. A little bit of rearranging here on the near side. The 3 wideouts in position. In the slot is number 12, Michael Bradford. He's been a favorite as the quarterback will tuck it, tries to run. It was 3rd and goal. We'll cut the yards to gain in half down to the 6. It'll be 4th and the same line to gain. And the Knights will have an opportunity here to go for it or kick for posts and put 3 on the board.
I was going to ask you, Commissioner, President, football coach, put your football coach helmet on and say.
Get the points.
Get the points, all right.
I think you get the points and you get a little confidence too.
There you go.
The best thing that's happened in this entire drive is that we, and I hate to say this out loud, no penalties.
Yeah, and we've eaten up a bunch of time.
And the time. That's exactly the 2 things I was going to say. From the near hash, this will be a 25-yard field goal. Good for 3. We await the snap. I believe that'll be Fisher. It's beautiful. Great hold. The kick is up, and this one would have been good from 50 if the left to right is good, and it is.
JP.
So we the extra point is usually Stokes and Stemley. We'll give them a shout-out here, and we'll also have a word from our sponsors. Back with you with 5:03 to go in your We Lunch It first quarter of play. The Knights lead 3-0.
Attention fans, as you watch your team march down the field, remember AmeriFirst Bank is here to help you march toward your financial goals. From savings accounts to competitive loan rates, AmeriFirst Bank has you covered. Visit AmeriFirstBank.com today and discover banking that's in a league of its own. AmeriFirst Bank, your trusted financial partner, member FDIC.
And we're back. Again, shout out to everybody who's tuned in. Praise 96.5. You can listen live on the terrestrial airwaves, praise965.com, or on the app. If you've been with us for the last 8 years, you probably have that app on your phone, and this is an easy way to tune in. Some folks asking, hey, why can't we see it anymore? Again, regular season, you can watch it on the WSFA route, but postseason only on NFHS. Your Little Donkey Mexican Restaurant kickoff, sales deep. There is a flag. See the very next play after I said that we were penalty-free. And there is a penalty.
Redo the kickoff.
I believe a delay of game was called. I don't see that on a kickoff very often, but it wasn't even because the yellow or red cap on the field told him to stop because the radio broadcast was taking too long. 5:03 on the clock. The We Lunch It first quarter play is underway. We have not had a Ken Bishop State Farm agent touchdown yet, which is odd. But, hey, it's the football playoffs, and you never know what's going to happen. 5:03 to go, and we're going to see if we can get a little bit going here. Defense is going to be strong.
We've been averaging a little over 14 points every first quarter. So we need to score 2 touchdowns before 5 minutes goes by.
Well, we have the capacity to do so.
Correct.
Kicking off again, Little Donkey, thank you, from the 35, left to right. This one's
nice.
Booming up in the air, caught at the 29-yard line, 30, 35, still on his feet. Jukes 1, can't juke 2. He will go to the turf, and it looked like the ball came out. It was definitely recovered by number 7, Josh Harriel, but they are saying that he was down. And from my position, I agree. Think they got that one right. The ball was down, as the white hat confirms for your head coach. Emphatically.
Yes.
It's a good word. The defense makes their way out. Charles Chappelle, number 0, kind of leads the way. And some questions about whether or not we'd see Charles tonight, and glad he's out there. Glad he's ready to play.
Has he been a little gimpy?
He had a little nose surgery.
Oh, I got you.
And, of course, I hope that's not a HIPAA violation for both people that are listening.
Sorry.
But 4-5-5 on the clock, 3-0 the score, and he's out there. We're going to see if we can put this one to rest at the line of scrimmage. They do, and all 4 of the Knights who were there first make it look easy. I love how Gavin Phelan, who was the closest one to us, he almost stutter-stepped to stay away from it. I think one of the things that don't want is to get a flag for being aggressive. Gavin in the right spot. I believe Kenneth Bell, 32, was in there.
Happy birthday.
Today is his birthday.
Ricky Williams, too.
The anniversary of the day of Kenneth Bell's birth today, November the 8th. November 9th, tomorrow, East YMCA Wing Festival and Open House, Pelzer Avenue, 11 to 12:30, $15 all-you-can-eat wings.
Let me tell you, if you've never been, you need to go. You'll see everybody you know and get to eat about, 20, 25 different kind of wings, as much as you want. It's a lot of fun, great food, great fellowship.
Chief Gray Boys of the police department going to be one of our guest judges tomorrow.
Nice quick throw.
Oh, my goodness. So
And
it's
then,
caught, and then it is immediately tackled. In rugby, we call that a hospital pass. Made you go up in the air and expose your ribs, and then you get spear tackled. And I wish I could tell you that I could read the numbers from here.
No. Yeah.
And that was Joe Pierce.
Joe P. So,
Yeah, number 2, Joe P.
Timed it just right. Didn't hit him too early. The receiver wrapped the ball up, and he popped him into next week. All right, so 3rd and 10. This possession's going mighty fast for the Bulldogs. 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. The Knights lead 3-0 off a field goal off of our last possession that ate up about 7 or 8 minutes of possession time.
All right, from the shotgun formation, flags come out. This is going to be
clapping.
Against the Bulldogs.
We're clapping.
Lori Gully and company already sending the memes and doctored-up pictures, so we're back in radio land. We got folks tuning in from all around and appreciating you guys. Of course, Dave Bosco is here. Yeah, emphatically is definitely the word. I described how the Bulldogs broke through the line earlier, and that's not the word of the day. So I've been reminded by 3 different text messages. 3:03 on the clock. It's your We Lunch at first quarter of play. 3rd down and 15 upcoming. Tucked back behind their own 30 from, it looks like, the 27. 3 wideouts to the near side, one of which will be the target. This will be thrown. It'll hit the turf. Incomplete. Well defended. Miles Cotry there to pull up our defender, Ricky Williams, up off the ground, I believe.
Ricky did a great job. That receiver had to extend and reach out because Ricky Williams was in the way of a clear pass to him. So stops the clock, Justin, with 2:45 here, and it brings up 4th down. They're going to be punting from familiar territory deep inside the 15 at least.
2:45 on the clock. A decent punt here gets them across midfield. Michael Sheffield's giving them another 19 yards. Low snap and another booming kick. It will bounce across midfield at the 43. 2 bounces and a dribble. Sheffield will pick it up. He'll be tackled immediately. Be similar starting position to the first possession around the 33-yard line. It'll actually be placed at the 34. 1st and 10 for the Knights upcoming.
Another word for the night, agita. I think him fielding that ball is causing agita on our sideline. And Coach was walking along. I know it's causing him to sweat because he keeps doing this right here.
A team of 8 in your AKD broadcast booth, down to 3 tonight. You get to look at these 2 beautiful faces on Facebook Live, but no, none of it's possible without Miss Brittany Bradley, who's she is both Daniel and Brittany tonight.
Running both computers and single-handedly sending the signal out over the airwaves.
Terry Barber in the station at Little Engine Broadcasting, bringing us to life on Praise 96.5. As on 1st down, Giovanni Hayner picks up a quick 5. It looked like it was going to be 3. But that yards after contact proving very powerful. 2nd and we'll call it a long 5. 2:14 and counting. We lunch at first quarter. Knights lead 3-0. A little reverse action. They'll come with Michael Sheffield. He is met at the line to gain. I am not sure that forward progress will result in a red flag pest control first down.
I'm going to predict.
As soon as I say it, they play it. First down for the Knights. Thank you, red flag pest control. The ball up to the 44-yard line. That was within about 2 inches of being where it needed to be.
And he paid for that.
3 wideouts to the near side. Michael Sheffield, the nearest of those 3 to the sidelines. A whistle comes.
Pretty sure we jumped.
In Montgomery Catholic, you can't do that. False start called against the Knights. That'll back up. 1st and 10 turns into 1st and 15.
It's probably a byproduct of this hurry-up offense that's suited us really well tonight, and I like to see it. I like being aggressive, especially with a very close score still, 3-0 in the first quarter. The Knights lead. We're used to being up statistically by 14 points here. Minute 40 left in the first quarter.
All right, from inside the 40, we'll pick up about 4 down to the 43, 44 maybe yard line. 2nd and an odd 11 coming up.
You know, this is why you have to play these games. So far, this is a fairly even matched contest. You know, we did hold the ball or possess the ball for about 8 minutes as there's a timeout on the field.
And we are going to do the same. Back in just a moment. 1:14 on your We Lunch It first quarter. The Knights lead 3-0.
That 71
sweet. You could be in your new home watching the game. Give me a call to make that happen. Ryan Beasley, 4-315-2417.
Ryan Beasley has been a realtor serving Montgomery Catholic families in the River region for over 23 years. Give Ryan a call at 334-315-2417 when you're ready to buy or sell a home. Just like you, he's a Knight through and through. Go Knights.
Are you tired of feeling drained, being overweight, having no motivation? The Weight Clinic in Prattville can help. Weight loss isn't just a physical challenge, it's a mental challenge. That's why we substance every step of the way with physician-directed weight loss. We offer a variety of weight loss medication, supplements, and services tailored to your personal goals. Reclaim your motivation and energy and love you again. The Weight Clinic in Prattville. Call us today.
And we are back right here. 2nd down and 11. Your Montgomery Catholic Knights lead 3-0. It's the first round of the playoffs. The Bulldogs of Holtville are hopeful tonight. 3 wideouts to the near side, but they're going to hand it off to Giovanni Hayner. He has a nice spin move. It'll gain about 7 on the play across midfield into Bulldog territory. And it will not be enough to move the chain. So we're going to have a 3rd down and short situation. 1:08 on the clock. Not sure why this clock is stopped.
That's happened a couple of times tonight. It's rolling again now.
There we go. Stayed in bounds, wanted to get set. Pass to J.J. Williams. He is not going to make it to the line to gain there. The coaches for the Bulldogs in the booth excited about that performance, and they should be. That pass.
4th down territory?
This is definitely 4th down territory.
All right, let's do
now,
it.
We've got a leg to pin them back, and so we may. They may try to draw them off sides. They may take a timeout.
A little confusion, it seems
putting
like
the big
to me.
guys in.
Okay.
So we are not 4th and 1, and we are not – I mean, this is a little bit more than 4th and 2. I would call this about 7
Timeout,
feet.
Holtville.
And Holtville will take a timeout. We have an opportunity to do the same. We're going to hear a word from a couple of our sponsors. 33 seconds remain in the first period. It's 3-0, Montgomery Catholic. Little Donkey Mexican Restaurant in East Chase is Montgomery's go-to spot for high school tailgating and pre-gaming this year. With family fajita packs, taco packs, and famous fried chicken packs, you can feed groups of any size, or you can try their chip and dip platters for any sized crowd. And they've made it easy to order. Just go to the website at thelittledonkey.com. Choose the Montgomery location and choose pickup or delivery to place your order. Little Donkey Mexican in East Chase. Mexican food with a southern soul. If you have been injured in a car wreck, call Stokes Stimley Personal Injury Attorneys, the home team. Your case will be handled personally by Jonathan Stokes and Joshua Stimley, an alumni of Montgomery Catholic. Call them at 334-316-4123 for a no-obligation free consultation to discuss your options. Your home team legal counsel. We are back. It is 4th down and about 7 feet, just more than 2 yards. The Bulldogs' defense is out. The Knights showing punt. Awaiting the snap. and Holtville has 12 men on the field.
Well, that's excellent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That makes
That's excellent.
one of those situations where Montgomery Catholic is proud to have
Be able to count?
to be able to
Take
count.
it.
Proud to have first down. Andrew Knoll, the deep snap there, or Henry Dixon, both 15 and 19, look similar, and they're standing next to each other on the sideline. So I was trying to get a Knoll a shout out there. 15 had him down as Parks Hickman most of the season, and Parks isn't on the team anymore, so we got that changed. But trying to get that name and number called here. It's 1st and 10 thanks to the over count. 33 seconds on the clock. Was 4th down, now it's 1st down. We're on the 44-yard line.
All right, let's see what we can do. Terry Bowden, right? After a play like that, we air it out.
Yeah, go to the end zone.
Let's go.
Stack 3 on the far side, and
There he
Giovanni's
goes.
going
There
to
he goes, in
block.
the middle of the field.
And
middle
we're going
of
to
the
throw
field.
deep
Boom.
to Michael Sheffield, and it's
There you
caught,
go.
and Terry Bowden would be proud. Set the confetti markers off. Go ahead and get your rakes, your brooms, your blowers,
That
your
was
sweeps,
cool.
your dustpans. It's time to
That's
clean
sweet.
up, and we just did. Thank you, Ken Bishop, State Farm agent. Montgomery Catholic scores with 24.8 seconds. We're at 9. Stokes and Stimley will try to get us to 10.
9 seconds to go, 44 yards for 6 points. Makes it 9-0, favor of the Knights.
Montgomery Catholic finally getting into the end zone. Thank you, Ken Bishop, your State Farm agent. We await the kick. Good snap, great hold. Kick is up, end over end, and this one is no good. Yet I believe was wide left. Plenty of foot as it sailed into the end zone. J.P. Costa, the kicker there, and you know, we wouldn't want to be at 10-0. We like 9-0, and that'll be just fine as we get set for a kickoff from Little Donkey Mexican Restaurant. And Brittany Bradley thinks, hey, Justin, you missed a window for a shout-out, and you're right, I did. But thanks to all of our business sponsors who make this possible, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Capital and Colonial Trailways, Dirk's Filet and Vine, Warren Averett, Hoops League, Houston Clinic, Dr. Brian Kelly, podiatrist, and J.C. Love, Montgomery County Probate Court. Those are the folks who are our business sponsors. And tonight, the Little Donkey Mexican Restaurant gets another kickoff, the second after that first touchdown, and one after a field goal. Really the third, because we started the night off with the kicking the ball off as well. This one sails deep inside the 10. They will bring it back out to near the 22-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Holtville Bulldogs. The offense struggling to see much happen. The defense for Montgomery Catholic absolutely swallowing them up. We lunch at first quarter play expires in 18.6 seconds. Again, the Knights lead 9-0.
Thanks to Gavin. We've got live stats tonight. We have worked on this, and it's really been on the apps end, but I got it live tonight. Kingston, 5 for 5 already tonight, Justin. 70 yards in passing yards. He's averaging a little bit more than that, but that's a good start tonight.
Full shift from the far side to the near side. The ball on the far hash from the shotgun. Good snap, calls for it. They'll hand it off. Comes to the near side where those blockers shifted, and Montgomery Catholic has 4 men in the vicinity, and they'll bring him down. KJ was not involved on the tackle, but he was almost aerially launched into the scene. He made it over and did not touch anybody. 2nd down and 7 upcoming.
As the first quarter ends, comes to an end.
So that is the end of your We Lunch It first quarter play. It's the El Taco Shop in about 60 seconds from now. The Knights lead 9-0. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
At some point, every child hits a roadblock in school. It's totally normal. But if your child is stuck, the class has to keep moving, whether your child gets it or not. At Sylvan, our teachers have the time to give the individualized support each student needs. We'll focus on exactly what your child needs to get caught up with grades and confidence. Wherever your child needs to go, we can help get them there. If you're ready to prioritize your child's education this year, now's the time to call Sylvan or visit sylvanlearning.com.
Don't let pests control your life. Take control with the professionals at Pest Pro. Protecting your home and family is our highest priority by providing a thorough residential inspection and treatment for pests, termites, and more. Mosquito season is here, so call Pest Pro today. Pest Pro Services. When you want to know, call the pro.
Second down upcoming for Holtville, and Deacon Mike's got some stats.
Yeah, first quarter stats. And we've had 6 first downs versus their 0. We're leading 9-0. And passing 70 yards against their 1. Our total yards 125 against their 4 yards. We've dominated, including time of possession, over 6 minutes versus 4 minutes.
All right, so Holtville again with 12 men on the field. They do get that guy off. They'll shift again from the far side to the near side. They'll bring the house to the near side. And the direct snap, I'm not sure if that's the quarterback who took it, if that's a wildcat position. They'll pick up 1 on the play. He keeps it, lunges past the the right tackle, and it'll be third down and about 5 from the 29.
And their number 0, Cedric Krosky. And not listed as a QB, 12th grader. And direct snap, 3rd and 6. 11 and a half minutes here in the second quarter. Knights lead 9-0 after a nice field goal and then a 43-yard pass. Oh, I thought we moved. They moved.
We definitely jumped around a little bit on their motion. We've got guys bear crawling everywhere up there. I am not sure how. This is a little bit of a trick play here. They run the ball up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Then he takes a step backwards and heaves it 25 yards downfield on third down. AmeriFirst Bank came up big. That incomplete pass took me a while to get it out. Y'all didn't know what I was going to say. Incomplete. Going to be 4th down and 5 from the 29 for the Bulldogs of Holtville.
Another punting situation.
And you'd mentioned they've had about 4 yards, so I think now they've had about 5 yards.
Yeah.
And another man for Holtville rushes out onto the field, the same one who scurried off last time. I think they've got just enough. This snap bounces back to the kicker.
Wow.
And it's got height for sure. It'll be fair caught by Michael Sheffield at the 43 for the Knights, 1st and 10 upcoming.
No Ajita on the sideline this time, except for the yellow flag out here on the 35-yard line. And there's some excited mentoring and coaching going on between Coach Jay and most of the Knights on the sideline that were on the field during the kickoff.
You know, these special teams, we hear it in our Avis car rental keys to the game. Special teams is always going to be a pivotal part of every matchup because those are the times where the ball is up for grabs. You know, we're changing possession usually, or we're kicking for points, and special teams is going to be so important. So this one, the penalty is going to be against the Knights. Did not see the communication from the white hat there, but they will back us up. The ball will now be on the 33-yard line. So a 10-yard loss due to the infraction, and it'll be 1st and 10. 1 wide out to the near side. Kingston in the backfield has 1 fullback behind him, 2 wide outs to the far side. And they will hand it off. It's a play-action pass, and this is going to be to Michael Sheffield. And ladies and gentlemen, it is good. A 10, 20, 30, 40-yard pass complete through the air. Michael had to come off his feet, go up in the air, pulled it in, took it to his chest, hit the ground. They are already up to the line of scrimmage. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 man to the far side. 1st and 10. Red flag pest control got us 40 yards. What can they do on 1st down now? Well, flush from the pocket, wanting to pass was Kingston Prairie, and they'll bring him down from behind. A gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 upcoming. 10:32 on the clock and counting. The Knights lead 9-0.
Yeah, we need to throw to Sticky Fingers Bedgood. We haven't.
They are quadruple teaming him.
Absolutely.
Making sure that he has nothing available. And when you do that, look what it opens. Michael Sheffield.
Yeah.
Then you cover Michael. Look what it opens.
Yeah.
And speaking of Bedgood, he's wide open here on the near side. I say wide open. Man-to-man, single wide receiver on the near side. They will hand it off to number 7, Josh Harriel, and he's got a seam.
Wow.
He will bust through. Nobody's going to catch him from behind. Ken Bishop, your State Farm agent, from the 40-ish yard line, the 30-ish yard line. Good for a touchdown. Montgomery Catholic puts 6 on the board. It is currently 15-0. And Stokes and Stemley will try to add one. 10:03 to go in your El Taco Shop second quarter of play. And Montgomery Catholic is ready to see if we can extend the lead.
J.P. Costa ready to make this extra point. Nice.
Good snap.
Set
Kick
up.
is up. We had one right last time, and this one is good. Montgomery Catholic leads 16-0, and we'll have a quick word from our sponsors.
Your next adventure is calling. Avis Car Rentals can get you there. Need a car for your next trip or while your car is in the shop? Brian Bonikowski and Scotty Parrish at Avis Car Rentals are ready to get you where you want to go. Visit avis.com for your special offer.
A proud supporter of the Catholic Knights and giving you the smile you deserve, visit Dr. Jennifer Richardson at Designer Smiles Dental Studio for routine cleanings to a brighter smile. Designer Smiles Dental Studio on Chantilly Parkway. Visit designersmilesdental.com to become a patient today.
And we're back. We've got a Little Donkey Mexican restaurant kickoff. You hear Designer Smiles Dental Studio. They're our timeout sponsor. We have had one of those tonight and didn't get them the shout out they deserve. Thank you to Designer Smiles Dental Studio in about their 4th or 5th year sponsoring the Knights. 10:03 to go in the El Taco Shop. Second quarter of play. And 16-0, the Knights will kick off. Thank you, Little Donkey Mexican Restaurant, all the way down to the 19-yard line. Number 8, the recipient. And he will run to midfield, the middle of the field, not to the 50-yard line. He is unable to turn up and make much progress. It'll be about a 1.5-yard return. The ball not quite to the 30-yard line. Actually, it looks like they're going to put it down on the 25-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
I got a long text from a fellow I met at a funeral a few years ago. Kind of interesting. You may not remember me, but I met you at Blake Vincent's funeral at St. Bede's Church a few years ago. Anyway, I just wanted to say that I'm watching the game on NFHS and tell you a somewhat interesting fact. Pete Peterson, was Catholic's quarterback 63-64, and his dad, my dad, who was our team doctor, played quarterback for Holtville, I'm guessing, in the 1930s.
How about that?
Don't they slick? So a Catholic quarterback, and his dad was a team doc who played quarterback at Holtville maybe in the 30s as the Knights stop Holtville again.
So keeping it on the ground for the Bulldogs, nothing going. It'll be 2nd and 10. The clock continues to churn, 9:35 and counting, 16-0. The Knights lead. A very cool story there. And that neat connection, years and years. When you've been open for 150 years, you got stories like that. Playing football for almost 90 here in the capital of dreams. Generations of football players. This one will be tossed into the flats. And
wow.
I don't know how the ball didn't come out or a helmet didn't come off.
Wow.
Maybe that's number 5, KJ. Not really sure. Hits like a hammer.
Yeah.
The pass was complete, but it's a loss of 6 based on where it was caught.
Yep, it is 5. KJ thought it was a little thick, but maybe he's been thickening up through the year.
Well, it's postseason, and they had a week off, so maybe that's what it was. 8:48 and counting here. A loss of 7 is probably going to negate the 5 positive yards that the Bulldogs offense has had via the live stat update from Gavin Caldwell. Your AKD broadcast team tonight, skimpy. Just 3 of us in the booth, but that's all it takes. 3rd down and very long. AmeriFirst Bank, can you hold them? Can the Bulldogs stop? And Designer Smiles Dental Studio timeout is all that they need. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors in the El Taco Shop second quarter play with 8:25 to go. The Knights lead 16-0.
The smile on your grandchild's face, the beautiful sunset, watching television, or reading a book. These are things we sometimes take for granted, which is why it's important to protect your eyesight. For over 30 years, families in the River region have trusted iTech, the Institute for Total Eye Care, for professional, reliable, and affordable eye care. Make an appointment now to make sure you are protecting your most important sense, your eyesight. iTech, Alabama's premier medical and eye care facility located on Carmichael Court North next to the Cancer Center in Montgomery and on US 231 in Wetumpka. iTech, for the only eyes you'll ever have.
And we are back. 3rd down and a quarter mile. The Bulldogs man-to-man on this near side with 1 wide receiver. Motion from the far side comes to the near side. The safety will pick him up. Little screen pass through the middle. It would have been good for about 5, but it's dropped AmeriFirst Bank Hold'em sponsor does their job. 4th down and about 16. We'll send the punt squad out, and Michael Sheffield back to return. A couple of folks mentioning, too, if you're listening over terrestrial radio, commercial volume a little higher than the mic volume. Wesley Cox and family, our at-home audio engineer, is exactly right, and we're learning how to balance some of these. It's going to be that way tonight. And maybe the way that we're playing these commercials, we can manage that volume. They will punt this one down across midfield, and it's caught by Michael Sheffield at the 40, and he has met just across midfield, a 12-yard return, and a great open field tackle by the Bulldogs, but it'll be the Knights 1st and 10 in Bulldog territory at the 48.
Cedric Krosky, senior for Holtville, playing with some spirit. Might be his last night to play football as a senior. You know, if you don't win in the playoffs, you go home. No more
That's
football. So this is the end of his athletic career, perhaps at the high school level. So he's playing with a lot of spirit. Good to see these guys out. I mentioned, usually talk about it every week, I like to size up both teams when they're on the field, just in pregame. And let me tell you what, Holtville brought a crowd of players, and as many as we have at least, maybe more. And there's a lot of tall linemen, a lot of size. They brought some gifted athletes here, and we've got a struggle here. It's not a giveaway. We're leading 16-0.
Directly in front of us, just at midfield, they'll hand the ball off, a pickup of about 6. Giovanni Hayner, I believe, the ball carrier,
Yes.
your senior tailback there. He'll pick up 5 inside to the 44, moving from right to left. The Knights in Bulldog territory. Tyler Price and Jeremy Johnson furiously signaling in the next play. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 wideout to the near side. That's B.J. Bedgood. We have not called his name yet. And how about they just pass it to him, because I say, hey, he's there. And number 6, B.J. Bedgood, the recipient. And it was good for a red flag pest control 1st down. Montgomery Catholic doing great.
Sticky fingers. Throw was up a little bit high and behind him, and he reached up and grabbed it, pulled it down. 1st down.
Red flag pest control will move the chains, and from the shotgun formation, 2 wideouts to the near side. 1 will motion. That's JJ. He'll take the pass.
Look at
and
that.
He'll run
Such
upfield,
speed.
and a flag comes out. That is not good for the Knights. I tell you something that is good for the Knights. That's a delicious bowl of chili or potato soup, homemade. Thank you to the Meckler and Day families who came out today and fed the middle school and high school staff. Cannot say thanks enough. I think you guys tune in a lot, maybe with us as well, but I want to say thank you so much. I won't say how many bowls of chili that I had tonight, but or today, but they were all delicious. Taking good care of us in the faculty lounge, but not taking good care of business when the Knights have a penalty. Instead of 1st down inside the 30-yard line, it's going to be 1st and 15 from the 38. 2 wideouts to the near side, shotgun formation, looks to pass, dumps this down to BJ. He's got it at the line of scrimmage, gets 1 very good block, gets another. A flag from almost in the end zone comes sailing in, and this will be about a 12-yard pickup, but we have not adjudicated the penalty yet. The Bulldogs are pointing against the Knights. They are saying the point of infraction was the 30-yard line. The White Hat says holding against the good guys. It'll be repeat 1st down. Line of scrimmage is now going to be moved from the point of the infraction.
Going in the wrong direction here, Justin.
And I guess if there's good news, that brings it all the way back to where we just had the ball. So it'll be 1st and 15 again. That one happened at the 30, brought it back to the 40, trying to get to the 25. Jeremy Johnson, Tyler Price still doing their pantomime on the sidelines. Kingston Prier, your quarterback, he will call the play. Wilson Hodges on the near side, 3 wideouts on the far side. Wilson's going to block, and he makes a hole. Montgomery Catholic is off to the races. It's number 7, Josh Harriel, to the house, and I'm pretty sure that Ken Bishop, your State Farm agent, could have run through the hole that Wilson Hodges just made around the left corner there. The offensive line did their job, and Montgomery Catholic strikes from the 40-yard line. Add 40, Gavin Caldwell, to the stats. Add 6 to the scoreboard, Brittany Bradley. Your AKD broadcast team is making it happen. 22-0. 22-0, thanks to Ken Bishop, your State Farm agent. Can J.P. Costa and Stokes and Stimley add one? Offsides goes Holtville, and the question now is, we will move closer. Let's go for two. All the coaches look at Kirk Johnson. Kirk Johnson raises the roof, whatever that means, and here come the big guys. Can we settle the score? We'll still give Stokes and Stimley the credit. It won't be an extra point. It'll be a 2-point attempt, and it will be from the 1-yard line. This will get us to 24, which is 3 touchdowns and a field goal, which is what we should have. Had a missed opportunity earlier. And from the shotgun formation, direct snap, hands it off to the big guys. And Dylan is going to run into the end zone. My goodness. That was huge. That was awesome. And that was worth 2 points. Thank you, Stokes and Stimley. The Knights lead 24-0. And let's have a quick word from our sponsors.
Catering lunches since 1998, We Lunch It partners with area private schools to provide nutritious and delicious lunches for students and teachers. A team dedicated to customer service and committed to delivering high-quality food for our school families. We Lunch It takes the worry out of the lunch rush. Let us cater to you. Visit WeLunchIt.com to learn more.
Y'all, that was just cool. Dylan Rogers, the handoff there. You know, those big guys don't get an opportunity to get into the end zone. Sometimes they make it possible for folks to get into the end zone, but that was super fun. Stokes and Stimley got us 2. Makes it even 24-0, 6:28 to go in the second quarter, brought to you by El Taco Shop. And we're trying to get to that iTech halftime show, and if you're a fan of cross country, I'm going to tell you why you need to listen. But right now, the Little Donkey Mexican Restaurant kicks this one deep, up and over, caught at the 15-yard line, and he'll run back towards the center of the field before he tries to turn up. It's a replay from the last attempt. We'll give him 3 on the return. The ball will be at the 26 or 7-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. All white jerseys, helmets, and pants, and they are starting to stain a little bit with the mud of being on their backs a little bit on offense and running quickly behind a few Knights like Josh Harriel on when they're on defense. Montgomery Catholic starting to put their pedal to the metal. 24-0, 6:21 to go in the half.
Knights are shining. 24-0, 6.5, 6:21 here, second quarter. Knights lead first round of the playoffs. If you don't win tonight, you go home. The Knights have every intention of progressing to next week. And I'm going to ask you in a minute, Justin, about what we know about next week's possible matchup as Holtville tries to run up the middle. They have not learned their lesson. And no gain, maybe a little bit of a loss, a couple of yards, bring up 2nd and 12, clock still rolling.
You know, the ability for the Knights defense to just mandate field position. Teams don't have this. You know, in a normal scheme here, you might not have a 3-and-out every single time. And so we're talking about being pinned way back against our own end zone sometimes. I think our worst starting position is midfield tonight.
Yeah, nickname for their punter is Salon Paws.
2nd down and 12. They won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. And he runs like Harrison Rogers. I can't read these numbers this late into the game. I'm going off of Moxie, and he's got all the Rogers Moxie. Yeah, there he is, 51. He'll trade out, and looks like Sal Barenko is in. I'm not sure that they traded 2 different positions there. Maybe one man moves up. KJ still up there, and the big guys, Dylan Rogers as well, Miles Cotry. It is 3rd down. They will pass. This one airs out, and it would have been caught by Montgomery Catholic, but it's illegal because it was outside the boundary marker. That stops the clock at 5:04. The Knights leading 24-0, and your AmeriFirst Bank Hold'em sponsor does just that. 4th down and 13 upcoming for the Bulldogs of Holtville.
Punting again. The punter's most active Bulldog tonight. Big old tall, long drink of water, number 1, Elijah Headley. And he's back standing inside the 10-yard line, right about the 7 or 8-yard line, facing south, waiting for the snap from the long snapper. Nice snap. Nice
Another
punt.
I'm going to tell you right now,
He's a good punter.
Absolutely best punter we've seen. But how about Michael Sheffield,
crud.
who come to the near side? There is a flag on the play. I believe that's going to be a block in the back against the Knights.
Missile Miles.
Miles got aggressive, and it's just going to be hard. Listen, the good news, how about that's going to give us more opportunity for some stats? They've got an injured player, which means we will heal them by commercial break. 4:53 to go, the El Taco Shop second quarter. Knights lead 24-0.
Welcome to the MGM Collective, where luxury meets perfection. From vibrant hair color transformations by the best stylists around, to rejuvenating facials with our skilled estheticians, a golden glow with a flawless spray tan, and the soothing touch of our massage therapist. We've got it all. At the MGM Collective, we don't just meet expectations, we exceed them. Experience beautiful color, relaxation, and confidence all in one place. Book today, 334-593-8760. Don't forget to ask about our memberships.
Visit El Taco Shop, Montgomery's ultimate destination for authentic Mexican cuisine. Family-owned El Taco Shop takes pride in using only the freshest ingredients and time-honored recipes to bring you the true flavors of Mexico. Check out our menu at eltacoshopal.com.
All right, we are back in the booth, number 44 for the Bulldogs.
Zachary Forney up and walking, looking pretty good. Heading to the other sideline under his own power and no assistance, and so that's good news. He took a big hit, but he'll be back in the ball game. 4:53, second quarter. Knights leading 24-0.
Blindside block, the call there backs us up. It's 1st and 10. Deacon Mike from the 31-yard line. I believe Gavin Caldwell, correct us. Our worst starting position of the evening.
I believe you're right. 31-yard line, coming right to left, heading towards the Pice Arena.
This one is going to bounce on the turf. B.J. Bedgood, the intended receiver. Meg says, I'm bouncing and weaving. This is nothing new, Meg. This is just that you now have a camera on me after 10 weeks of hiding on WSFA. But I'll tell you what's not hiding. That's going to be the Knights on second down. Quick, want to pass, same pass. B.J. Bedgood, the recipient, he'll make it to the boundary marker and be just shy or just past a red flag pest control first down. They want to signal, did they? Deacon Mike, did you see it?
I didn't see it, but I see the sticks
they're
moving.
They're tilting, and now they stand back.
Okay.
All right, red flag pest control first down. White hat makes signal. I'll tell you what you don't want to miss. That's the 8th annual East YMCA Wing Festival and Open House on Pelzer Avenue, the East Family Branch YMCA, just off Coliseum, tomorrow morning, Saturday, November the 9th. Come out to
kind of across the way from Kids Attic, right?
It really is, right across from Kids Attic and the Eastbrook Shopping Center, food outlet. Come see the Wing Festival and Open House.
GG.
11 to 12 o'clock, $15 all you can eat.
Gets
and
around
right
the
now,
corner.
For 11. Number 11, he's going to pick up about 7. Needed to get across midfield, and I believe midfield is where they're going to mark this ball down. And I just can't wait to see what's got Brittany Bradley giggling in the corner. Let's see what the comment says. Oh, he also paces at home. Meg Forsyth just look, I'm gonna stand firm. Stand firm. I got you, babe.
Brings up second and about 4 minutes and counting here, second quarter. Coming up on halftime here in the playoffs, first round.
Not
Montgomery
moving.
Catholic leads 24-0.
Not moving. Hard to call this game. They'll hand it off. He falls. It's just easier to talk. Rocking. It's easier. You know what else is easier? When you're hungry, go to the concession stand. See Clay Cleghorn and company.
World famous.
World famous. You know where he's world famous from? He's world famous from the Wing Festival. He's got at least 2 trophies. He and the Montgomery Catholic coaches will be out there cooking tomorrow, 11 to 12:30, $15 all you can eat. Come to the East Y. Come see the Catholic coaches and come see Clay Cleghorn and tell him you heard about him right here on Praise 96.5. The El Taco Shop, second quarter of play, has 3 minutes and 14 seconds and another red flag pest control and another potential touchdown and another broken tackle and another night off to the races. It'll take 4 Bulldogs to pull him down, and I believe they did it inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Montgomery Catholic. a huge red flag pest control first down, and now it's 1st and goal. Josh Harriel, I believe, the ball carrier. I believe that's him chugging towards the sidelines. Here goes
yes,
Brody
7,
Hudson.
Josh.
And I believe Michael Sheffield comes off as well. It'll be 1st and goal for the Knights. And Wilson Hodges and Brody Hudson, both over there on the right side of the line. I love seeing those guys. Usually that means, hey, we can make some magic happen. They are on the far hash, and that puts them on the short half of the field. But that's exactly where they want to go. And he'll nudge back towards the center, and he will score. Montgomery Catholic in the end zone for the 4th time. They're going to tick and add 6 to the score. Montgomery Catholic 30-0. 2:35 to go in the half. It'll be the iTech halftime show in just a moment with Cross Country. Ken Bishop, your State Farm agent, gets us into the end zone, and now Stokes and Stimley will attempt to kick the extra point. And there may have been, maybe it's a celebration penalty of some kind. I'm not sure. The touchdown is good. Then there's personal foul against the Bulldogs. It will be assessed. Yeah, so it says touchdown is good. Not really sure if that affects the ball position right here. We're still kicking. Stokes and Stimley off the foot of number 40. We await the snap. It's beautiful. Great hold. Brody Hudson and the kick. I can't imagine it is anything but good. And it is 31-0 your score. 2:35 to go before the iTech halftime show with your cross-country racing Knights headed to state. We'll be back after this.
3 Squared Technology Group is a proud supporter of Montgomery Catholic, providing exceptional IT industry solutions with impeccable customer service and attention to detail since 2016. 3 Squared takes pride in offering real IT solutions for clients nationwide. Visit their website at 3squaredtechnology.com. That's the number 3, squaredtechnology.com.
And we are back. You guys are right with us. 2:35 to go before the iTech halftime show. We mentioned stay right here, and they are going to be marking this penalty off against the Bulldogs on the kickoff. So we're going to be kicking off in Bulldog territory. A 15-yard penalty. We'll be kicking off from the 45. But we mentioned actually, I have no idea what I was about to talk about.
I'll tell you what, Josh Ariel's already got 114 yards. Giovanni's got 61. Kingston has run for 10, but has thrown the ball for 144 yards already in the first half, a few yards from his average per game as the kick is up, which we kicked from the end zone just about.
All the way into the end zone from the 45. A kick that's not too difficult to make it that way. There's no return. It'll be 1st and 10. Thank you to the folks on Facebook who are supporting us, and me and my bobbing and weaving. It's the only move I got left. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. We have played this out about 9 times in your first half here. And I was going to talk about cross country, so I'm so excited.
I saw a little bit on Facebook. I saw him getting ready.
So the 10 guys that are headed up to run for the state competition at Jesse Owens Park.
Like at the state level, right?
This is the winner will bring home a blue map state championship.
Wow, that's a big deal.
So we're sending a couple of 7th and 8th graders, a couple of middle schoolers, a few high schoolers, and we got a young team but a quick team, and proud to get them some experience. Regardless of the result, they're going to have a great time. So most of those guys are at home getting tucked in, and they are going to get on the road early in the morning. Some have traveled up tonight. Liam Scala was on the fence just 20 minutes ago. Hopefully he's going to be in the car headed home soon if he's not already. They got about a 30-minute drive. On first down, they'll bring it up to the line of scrimmage. Nothing happening. It'll be 2nd and 10 upcoming. Good news is 2:18 and counting.
Cam Miller, I believe, on that stop. He was jumping around a little proud afterwards. Brings up 2nd and long. 2:10 left in the first half. Who are we featuring at halftime? Sorry.
Dave Bosco's witty humor. That's what we're going to we're going to be fumigating the booth with. 2nd down and 10 to go. Man-to-man coverage on the near side. That's Sal Barenko. 2 wideouts on the far side. Those guys are playing pretty close to the line. 1 safety in the backfield, and I believe the play clock is going to tick and hit 0.
My first hint about that was the coaches from the other team that are 3 booths down.
Yeah, they were shouting.
Screaming at the people
on the
field.
shouting, weren't they?
Jeff, my buddy, who's not listening in from South Alabama, thought he might be coming up this weekend, but maybe another time. We'll probably, Jeff, host next week, I think. Am I
All right,
right?
so the question is, how does that work?
Okay.
Well, the bracket is set. All the teams are built where they are. We're actually at the top of the bracket, which is good at the end.
Ranked number 1.
Top seed, ranked number 1. Montgomery Catholic is playing a 4 seed. The 2 and the 3 seeds in our quarter of the bracket are playing tonight as well. That's Citronelle, the 3 seed, has traveled to Shelby County, the 2 seed. If Citronelle wins, they will have traveled once. We have not, so we go to Citronelle next week. If Shelby County wins, they were at home, so they would travel to Montgomery Catholic.
So Shelby is just south of Birmingham, where the little airport is, right?
That's exactly
right.
And
then Citronelle's outside of Mobile.
That's exactly right.
So we might be a road trip.
Well, it would be a road trip to Citronelle, or Shelby County comes here.
Yeah.
If we go to Citronelle, we would almost assuredly be home for 3 and 4, so that wouldn't be terrible.
Okay.
But we'll take it once as we go. And I'm sure somebody out there can Google up a score for us on Citronelle, Shelby County. Wanting to pass, throws it deep, the biggest of the evening. This one is a beautiful pass. It falls incomplete. The ball would have been caught at the 46-yard line, a 26-yard potential pickup for.
Yeah, he had us beat.
Yeah.
He had us beat. And just a little bit too far. He reached out, maybe touched his hand. Ball falls to the ground. And their coaches got mighty excited here in the booth. But it falls incomplete. Minute 36 left in the first half. Knights leading here at Knight Field 31-0 as Holtville's taken a long time. Clock's under 14, under 12 as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
1 wide out to the near side, 2 on the far side. We've got motion overloaded on the far side. Quarterback plants, turns, throws. And this one was nearly intercepted.
Did we get it?
They are going to say incomplete. A diving would-be catch near the line of scrimmage. So that was a 3rd down. Thank you, AmeriFirst Bank, for the stop. 3rd down attempt that will turn into a 4th and 10 punt situation, something we've seen, Mike.
A lot. Familiar territory for their punter, number 1, back inside the 10, inside the 5 maybe. And, that was a desperation. The quarterback was getting rid of the ball, trying to throw it out of bounds on the far side, and our Knight came back to the ball and dove and almost caught it, but the ref was right there to see that it hit the ground first.
El Taco Shop's second quarter play ends in 129,
Another
and another absolutely booming punt that sails 20 yards over the head of Michael Sheffield. He will go back and get it at the 30. He's trying to get away from the would-be tacklers. They turn into definite tacklers. 3 of them bring him down, and Michael Sheffield's return of about 0 means the Knights start at the 30-yard line, a 31-0 lead for the good guys in the first round.
He was kicking from about the 10, and it goes to this 30, 40, and 20, 60 yards basically in the air to that's quite a punt. And it was high, too. Nice hang time, which is why their special teams got down and wrapped them up.
Yeah. 1:15 to go in your El Taco Shop, first quarter of play. And we got great updates here. This pass on first down falls incomplete. Our Chappie's Deli at-home scoreboard sponsor comes from Liz Wilson. She says Citronelle is up 7-0 at the half, which means we'd travel next week if they hold on. A lot of football games still to be played. Dave, I just love you, Dave. And he needs to be in charge of all memes in the history of the world.
Pretty quick,
Dave Bosco. 1:10 to go in the El Taco Shop. Wanting to pass. Kingston plants.
There it is. Sticky
Michael
fingers.
Sheffield can't get away from him. He's going to go. He's at the 25, the 15,
no flag.
Inside the 10.
Flag.
Touchdown Montgomery Catholic unless he went out of bounds. No, sir. The Knights good for 6. And that's what happens when you punt 65 yards. You just get to have a 65-yard pass to Michael Sheffield, your freshman quarterback, Kingston Prayere, with 55.1 seconds. He got the play called in from Ken Bishop, the State Farm agent, was able to show him exactly what to do and where to go. caught about 35 yards downfield, and then he had to do the rest with his feet. Stokes and Stimley, extra point. We await the snap. A little high. Beautiful hold. Great kick. This one is good. The Knights now lead 38-0. Montgomery Catholic. 55 seconds before intermission in your iTech halftime show, where we will meet the varsity boys cross-country team. But right now, a word from our sponsors.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose, because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Ken Bishop will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Ken Bishop in Montgomery today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Not a whole lot of timeouts. Sponsored by Designer Smiles Dental Studio, and your AKD broadcast team is meager tonight. CJ and Austin getting the rest of the season off from being up on the roof. Missing James and Austin here in the booth. Daniel Harbin at a wedding rehearsal tonight, and this kick is going to go through the hands.
Might have gotten it.
It's a Little Donkey Mexican restaurant kickoff. I was slow playing it. It was a little bit of a pooch kick down inside the 20, and was going to kind of be lazily basket caught, and the catch goes awry. But I think that it went out of bounds maybe after he touched it. Had it gone out of bounds on his own, they would have had the ball at the 35. So it looks like the ball's going to be at the 19-yard line, where it did just that. And Montgomery Catholic defense going to do what they do best. 50.7 seconds, and this is one of those situations where Holtville could just take a knee and try to go to the house.
They could.
I mean, 50 seconds is a lot of time, but they could try to air it out here. This defense is just absolutely sweltering. I mean, there's no open opportunities downfield. One potential pickup through the air for Holtville. They will keep it on the ground, and in a very preventative measure, they will get about 7, the Knights defense. A little bit of Swiss cheese at the line there. But
to go
but
with that
much.
Rye in the basket, pumpernickel rye, Swiss cheese.
That's chocolate bread. What you talking about?
Chocolate bread. I've had it called that, and makes good Reuben or New York pastrami at your local Chappie's Deli.
All right. So 2nd down and 4 upcoming, and we're going to try to make the bell ding for Michael where he's listening. 16 seconds to go. They will get one more.
Oh, they're going to go it? Okay.
2nd down and 4. Shotgun. Hands it off. They'll get a 1st down. Might be their first of the half, and it will be 3 seconds on the clock for them to move the chains. That was good for the stats. The ball across the 30 up to the 35-yard line, and as soon as they get set, I believe this will expire. 3, 2, 1. There is the horn. They will head to the house, and we ask you to stay right here on Praise 96.5. You'll meet your state-bound cross-country team, and we'll be back in 20 minutes' time for the second half of the first round of the Alabama High School Athletic Association football playoffs, with your Montgomery Catholic Knights leading the Bulldogs of Holtville 38-0. I'm Justin Costanza.
I'm Deacon Mike Costanza.
And go Knights.
We want to thank our greater Montgomery Catholic community who have helped make this broadcast possible. And now, for your family and alumni roll call sponsors. The Aaron family, Megan, class of 2015, Riley 2017, Mitch 2019, Catherine 2023, and Claire, class of 2028. Ben and Elena Barranco, class of 2002, Joan and Barry Cavan, Austin Cleghorn, class of 2021, James Cleghorn, class of 2016, Lainey Cleghorn, class of 1986, Steve and Marcia Hitson Davis, Stephen and Charlotte Deep, class of 78 in memory of Michael Deep. From our first AD, Dean DeLongchamp and his family, Mike 1987, Michelle 1990, and Melissa 1995. Go Knights! De Jesus Donahue family, Catherine and Matthew Donahue 2012, Christopher 2018, Carlo 2021, Mary Leet Edgar in honor of the class of 1957, Alan and Julie Emerson, class of 2000, Mary and Jim Forsyth, Sean and Laura Feely, class of 2006, the Gonzalez and Saldi family, Francisco, class of 2017, Ezekiel, class of 2019, Inez, class of 2021, and Angelise, class of 2022, Rick and Joey Harris, Helen and David Hayden, the Latham family, Bob and Bonnie McLaurin family, Mike and Carrie Moore, in honor of their son Zach, class of 2019, and Sean, class of 2020. Christine and Mickey Knoll, class of 1991. Jason and Tisha Rhodes, in honor of Hayden Rhodes Howell. Brian and Jennifer Rogers, Mark and Diane Schultz, Teresa and Greg Trelaw, Ricky, class of 2019, and Amy, class of 2023. Brad Walker, class of 1976, in memory of Coach Arbin. If you would like to be part of our Montgomery Catholic Knights roll call, visit montgomerycatholic.org/broadcast to join the team. Thank you and go Knights!
For 150 years, Montgomery Catholic Preparatory School has believed in educating the whole person. Rooted in academic excellence and grounded in faith, we're preparing students not only for college, but for life. With a rigorous curriculum and small class sizes, our students receive personalized attention from dedicated and passionate teachers. Whether it's in the classroom, on the stage, or on the field, Montgomery Catholic students strive to reach their God-given potential. At Montgomery Catholic, we also know that true success goes beyond academics. Faith is at the heart of everything we do. We nurture not only minds, but souls, guiding students to live out their values with integrity and compassion. From K-3 through 12th grade, we offer a supportive, faith-filled environment where students can grow spiritually, morally, and intellectually. Montgomery Catholic Preparatory School, where faith and academic excellence come together. Visit montgomerycatholic.org to schedule a tour today and discover a place where your child can thrive.
6-5 and Facebook Live as we bring you halftime of the first round of the Alabama High School Athletic Association football playoffs. And we have another state championship-bound team with us today in the booth. We're going to introduce your state-bound men's varsity cross-country team. All right, guys, up to the mic one at a time. We got 10 of them for you. They're headed to Jesse Owens tomorrow to compete for a state championship. And today, they're going to tell you who they are. All right, name, grade, and house for high schoolers. Who's up first? Andrew, that's you.
Hey, my name is Andrew Gary. I'm a freshman, and my house is Viva Cristo Rey.
Viva Cristo Rey. All right, we got some versos in here.
Beaujolais, sophomore, Viva Cristo Rey.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, I'm Ethan Lavanda. I'm a freshman, and I'm in AMDG.
AMDG. All right, very good.
Connor Frank. I'm a freshman, VCR.
VCR. Y'all don't be afraid to get right up on that microphone. It's not going to bite you.
Kason White, freshman, Verso Alto.
Verso Alto. Finally.
Ty Roundtree, sophomore, Memento Mori.
Memento Mori. First one.
Luke Reeves, freshman, AMDG.
All right, y'all don't be afraid to talk into the mic.
Liam Scala, 8th grade.
8th grade. And?
Hey, I'm Brady Cox, and I am 8th grade.
All right, Brady, we're going to keep you on the mic right after we have our last introduction.
Aiden Fleet, junior, Memento Mori.
All right, Aiden and Brady, y'all stay right here really quick. I want to ask you a question. You guys, now, Aiden, you have run in a state championship before. What is it like headed back up to Jesse Owens knowing what faces you?
I'm not one of the faster runners, so there's going to be – I'm not going to be – let's just say I'm not going to win this race. I might be, like, middle of the pack.
Do you need me to come up there and run it so that you'll definitely be
I wouldn't say that, Mr.
way up
Cosenza.
front?
I'd say you might get last place.
Oh, I love it. Brady Cox, 8th grade, on the mic. Now, you are running in your first state championship, but no stranger to cross country over the last couple of years. Your times have improved. I've really enjoyed kind of hearing your story and watching you progress. Are you nervous about heading up north to Jesse Owens? Tell the folks at home what it feels like to be competing at this level.
Well, since I'm 8th grade, I'm not really usually part of varsity that much, so it's pretty cool to be part of varsity and running with them. And I'm not really that nervous about state.
Good for you. And part of varsity, I mean, you've been running in sectionals. You guys finished 15th and 16th. Ethan, I think you were 15th. Is that right? And then, Brady, you were 16th. So y'all are all running in the same pack. This is super, super cool. All right, Ethan, I called you out. You come on up here real quick. Folks at home, we've got 10 folks sharing one microphone. That's what we're juggling here. Ethan, what is it like to literally run for your life for 20 minutes, and that's the whole sport, and then it's all done? New to this sport this year. Tell us a little bit about being an athlete who is new to cross country.
You know, the races, they're not that fun.
Just tell us how you really feel, Ethan.
I am. I mean, you practice hard just to have a great time. Yeah.
Just to have a great time. Now, you're a baseball player by trade.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think cross country is going to help you on the diamond?
I think it will. Pitching-wise, some endurance on the mound.
What about the mental capacity you have to run a 5K?
Oh, you got to be tough mentally because you always want to quit.
What goes through your mind when you decide, hey, I'm just done? How do you say, okay, I'll keep running.
Oh, I just got to think how mad coach will be.
Oh, I love it. All right, we're going to invite somebody else up to the mic. Whoever wants to talk about Coach, tell us a little bit about the folks who mentor you guys and who have helped get you to this place, the coaches that have poured into you this season of cross country. This is Andrew Gary.
Our head coach, Coach Sam, he's an alumni at Montgomery Catholic, so it kind of just gives that extra motivation to, try and get his name well.
Coach Sam Leslie, I love it, bragging on him.
Yep, college runner too, so you're getting the training from the best.
He, as a runner here at Montgomery Catholic, an alum, and then moved on to AUM. And then you got Coach Tim Moore as well, who pours into both cross country, outdoor track, indoor track, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. What is it like running for that guy?
Oh, during the races, he's loud. I mean, he's going to yell at you and try and get you to pass the people in front of you. But, I mean, it's really inspirational just seeing him pour his heart out into the sport. You can tell he loves it.
I love it. Andrew, thank you. All right, Liam Scala to the mic. Now, this is a young man who's part of a family tradition. Montgomery Catholic, no stranger to some Scalas, taken to the rivers and trails and hills of cross country. Liam, tell us what it means to be kind of that next one in the line who's going to be headed to a state championship.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm very glad to be part of this family. I'm going to try to keep on this tradition of keep bringing it down, trying to get the new family record.
I love it. So what would that family record be? As you stand on your tiptoes, I have to call you out here.
I think it's trying to get past 1601. That's probably my goal.
1601. Now, what are your brothers' records? Do you know?
Henry's is 1712, and I think Harrison's is around 1730.
I love it. Very, very cool. And will they be with you guys up at Jesse Owens this weekend?
I hope so. I'm not sure.
I love it. Now, is it motivating to have them there, or is it nerve-wracking?
It is very motivating. I'm very glad that they're there.
Oh, my gosh, that's awesome. I wish that radio could bring that huge smile across the airwaves. Very, very cool. All right, so now we're going to do a couple of quick-fire questions, okay? So whoever's ready, you want to just share your soul with the world. Ethan Lavanda is going to be first up, and then we're going to have 4 or 5 of these, all right? So this is an opportunity for the whole world to get to know who you are behind the scenes a little bit. I'm going to ask you some silly questions, some fun questions. You just got to be honest, and you got to be fast. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right, first up, tell everybody who you are, Ethan.
I'm Ethan Lavanda.
All right, you ready? Favorite subject?
Math.
Favorite candy bar?
Twix.
Favorite teacher?
Mr. Wilson.
Favorite sibling?
Grace.
I love it. All right, dream car.
Dream car. Ooh. I don't know if I really have one.
Okay. Just any that you have the keys to.
One that moves.
I love it. Favorite saint?
Favorite saint? St. Joseph.
Favorite place to travel?
Cincinnati.
Favorite sport to watch on TV?
Baseball.
All right, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ethan Lavanda. Whoever's up next, you come on up. All right, this is Connor Frank. Connor, are you ready?
I am.
All right, don't be afraid to be super close to the microphone. All right, you ready? Favorite school subject?
History.
Favorite teacher?
I'm going to go with Miss Beal.
Ooh, I love it. Favorite fast food?
Taco Bell.
Binge-worthy TV show?
Outer Banks.
Outer Banks. Which season?
I'm going to go with season 1.
I'm going to go with season 1 as well. It's really gotten a little too out of the world of possibility, like reality, over the last couple of seasons.
Yep.
Would you agree?
I would.
Are you shocked that I have watched Outer Banks?
No, not really. I could see you watching Outer Banks.
I appreciate it. It's really my wife, okay? All right. And then favorite saint?
I'm going to go with St. Paul.
St. Paul. What do you love about St. Paul? I'm not supposed to ask follow-up questions. This is 2 follow-up questions.
I like how he was, persecuting Christians. Then all of a sudden he had that major turnaround with the encounter with Jesus.
Got that strong conversion story. Oh, my goodness. We all need to wipe the scales off of our eyes. All right, and then last one, favorite sport to watch at home on the couch?
I'm going to go with college football.
College football. And who's your team?
Auburn Tigers, but they could improve.
We all make mistakes. I think we're trying to get Auburn Tigers on the schedule for Montgomery Catholic next year. Jeremiah Cobb and Mr. Russo are working that end for us.
Uh-huh.
Very cool. All right, and then so that was all the questions, but I have one more for you. What time do you think you're going to run at Jesse Owens tomorrow?
I'm going to try and get 21:30.
21:30. I like it. That'll be good. I don't think I could drive it in a golf cart in 21 minutes and 30 seconds. Who wants up? All right, you ready? Kason, tell everybody who you are.
Kason White.
All right, you ready? Here we go. And favorite teacher?
Mr. Wilson.
Favorite school subject?
English.
Very nice. Favorite candy bar?
Twix.
Favorite ice cream?
Vanilla.
Favorite cereal?
Crispy Crunch. Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies. I like it. Favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni.
Favorite saint?
St. Michael.
Dream car?
Lamborghini.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. That was awesome. I had my money on Ferrari Testarossa. Rivas, I think is how you pronounce it.
Yeah, that's an old nickname.
All right, here we go. Favorite school subject?
History.
Favorite place to run cross country?
Spain Park. I like Spain Park.
Wow, very cool. Favorite state in the union?
State in the Union, Texas.
Nice, very cool. Favorite place to visit?
Favorite place to visit? Probably the mountains. I like the mountains a lot.
Very cool. If you could go anywhere overseas, where would you travel?
Germany or Japan, one of those.
I like it. Very cool. And then your last one, your favorite saint?
Favorite saint? Jesus.
Oh.
I mean, technically, he's not a saint.
He's in heaven.
He's up there.
I love it. Very cool. All right, we got time for one more. Everybody at home loves these. Brady Cox is fighting with Bo Gillet. I'll let you guys. I mean, you've already tried to have the same haircut, so now we're. All right, here we go. Brady, are you ready?
Sure.
Favorite school president currently?
You.
That was so good. Y'all put your hands together for Brady Cox. He did a great job. All right, here we go. You ready? Favorite school subject?
Let's go geography.
Geography. You're very pensive today. I like this. All right, we ready? All right, quick answer. Favorite Halloween candy?
Twix.
Nice. Favorite fast food?
Jack's.
Favorite Disney ride?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Favorite Magic Kingdom ride? I'm going to narrow it down.
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain. I love it.
If Splash Mountain was still there.
If Splash Mountain. I love it. Very cool. Your parents are very proud of you right now. All right, and dream car?
I don't know. I don't have one.
You don't have one? Anything that you've got the keys to, probably,
Sure.
Right? All right, favorite school subject?
Geography.
Still geography?
Still geography.
So
Or
I did,
religion, actually.
I did that to see
Religion.
if you changed your answer.
Religion.
Very cool. Favorite elementary grade?
Sixth.
Sixth grade. Shout out to Miss Pierce. I love it. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I'll go Ireland.
Ireland. I like it. I like it. Very cool. All right, and last one. Favorite saint. Don't be afraid to be up on the mic.
Pier Giorgio.
Pier Giorgio Frassati. Is that because he smoked a pipe or because he was super cool?
Super cool.
I love it. I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask one more person to come up. I want to ask you guys about the race this weekend. All right. Liam wants it. Here we go. All right, Liam. Tall and proud, right up in there. Close. Here we go. Tell the world about what's going to happen at the state championship. We all know that what you guys do, but talk about how these races work. The 500 people starting line, gun goes off, you guys run 3.1. Give us the rundown.
Okay, so we'll get on the line and we'll
Right up to the mic. There we go.
run our hardest, and I feel like we're gonna place well this race.
And so you guys run how far?
3.1.
3.1, also known as 5K?
Yes.
Very cool. And they will literally line, how many runners do you think?
Probably 500.
Literally, 400 or 500 runners, and everybody's on one starting line. You guys will all be clumped together. And then, boom, shot goes off, and you take off. And it's called cross country because you run across the country.
Yes, sir.
And so it could be mud, it could be sand, there could be rocks. There's definitely hills, grass, you name it, right?
Yep.
I love it. You guys are words of plenty here. All right, one more shot. Ty Roundtree, come on up. He's been hanging out in the back a little bit. Ty, what's your favorite place to run that you guys have run this year?
Grove Park.
Don't be afraid to be right up on the mic. Grove Park, tell us about that race.
It was a short, so it was laps. But other than that, it was pretty fun. Not too challenging.
Not too challenging. So what is not challenging? It was flat. It was good surface.
Not too many hills.
Oh,
not too many divots.
Okay. Very cool. Any injuries on the team this year that we're nursing or working on? Give us the injury report. Not yet. Well, we only got one more match. All right, what time are you looking to run at Jesse Owens?
20 flat.
20 flat. My goodness. Like I told you, I don't think I could easy go it in 20 flat. All right, last call. Anybody else want to come up? Give us a prediction. Connor Frank, Bo Gillet. Bo Gillet, come on down. I love it. All right, Bobo, what is your favorite place to run?
Gateway Park.
Gateway Park. Couple of laps around the pond and call it a day.
Yep.
Now, one of the things that we're paying attention to is the weather forecast for tomorrow. I don't think we're going to have rain. It's Alabama, so it'll be muggy and humid, but I think it's going to be a little hotter than usual in November. Would you rather run in the hot or run in the cold?
The cold.
So tomorrow probably not ideal for you then.
Yeah.
Can I tell y'all a story? So I've been to the Jesse Owens Park to watch our cross-country team win state a number of times, and if I didn't have the East YMCA Wing Festival and Open House tomorrow, I would be with you guys in North Alabama. But my family and I have been up there, and it has been, are you ready for this, 21 degrees. Could you imagine running 5.1 or 5K in 21 degrees?
Nope.
No. So when you say cold, maybe not that cold?
Yeah.
All right. What's your perfect ideal temperature? Your mom's listening.
72 degrees.
72. Gosh, you guys are so room temp. I love it, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your Montgomery Catholic Racing Knights. They are headed to Jesse Owens Park tomorrow morning, Saturday, November the 9th, to seek a state championship. We've sent them off today from school, and safe travels to you guys. Just know that we love you, we're behind you, and bring home a blue map. If nothing else, run hard, represent your school well, and use the gifts that God has given you. God bless you guys. Thank you. I'm Justin Costanza. I'll be back with Deacon Mike for the second half of Holtville Bulldogs in the first round of the Alabama High School Athletic Association football playoffs right here at Montgomery Catholic.
Montgomery Catholic Knights football is on the air thanks to our business sponsors. Montgomery County Probate Court, Judge J.C. Love III, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Capitol and Colonial Trailways, Dirk's Filet and Vine, Dr. Brian Killey Podiatrist, Hoops League, Houston Clinic Dr. Lee Murphy, and Warren Averett CPAs and Advisors. Thanks to our Montgomery Catholic community for supporting these generous sponsors.
Red Flag Pest Control is Montgomery's premier termite, pest, and mosquito control provider. Don't let pests ruin your football season. Call Red Flag Pest Control at 334-265-1831 or visit us at redflagpest.com. Red Flag Pest Control.
Dogwood is a proud sponsor once again of Montgomery Catholic football. Hi, I'm Brian Harris, owner of Dogwood, based right here in the Montgomery area. Who are we? Dogwood is your organization's outsourced marketing solution. We can supplement your current marketing staff or be your marketing department as a whole. We have a staff of experts so you don't have to. Want to check out our work? Visit montgomerycatholic.org or holyspiritmgm.org. Ready to talk? Visit dogwd.com. dogwd.com.
Hey everyone, this is Alex Taylor with American Classic Designs. AKD has been Central Alabama's leader in custom apparel and promotional products for more than 30 years. From event-specific t-shirt designs, embroidered corporate logos, or promotional pieces to help spread your brand awareness, our team is ready to help. AKD also powers online customizable stores that both spread school spirit as well as fundraising for an important cause. Call us at 334-277-8433 or visit our website at goakd.com. AKD, meeting all your needs down to a T.
The smile on your grandchild's face, the beautiful sunset, watching television, or reading a book. These are things we sometimes take for granted, which is why it's important to protect your eyesight. For over 30 years, families in the River region have trusted iTech, the Institute for Total Eye Care, for professional, reliable, and affordable eye care. Make an appointment now to make sure you are protecting your most important sense, your eyesight. iTech, Alabama's premier medical and eye care facility located on Carmichael Court North next to the Cancer Center in Montgomery and on US 231 in Wetumpka. iTech, for the only eyes you'll ever have. Bradley Plumbing and Heating is one of the oldest service firms in Montgomery, the original Bradley Services Company since 1945. That means you get hundreds of years of combined experience to solve your problem. Sure, they have been taking care of some of the largest buildings in central Alabama for decades, but that same professional quality service of Bradley Plumbing and Heating is available for your home as well. Whether you have a clogged drain or an AC or heating unit that's not working, don't waste time or money. Call 271-0700. Bradley Plumbing and Heating since 1945, the original Bradley Services Company.
Attention fans. As you watch your team march down the field, remember AmeriFirst Bank is here to help you march toward your financial goals. From savings accounts to competitive loan rates, AmeriFirst Bank has you covered. Visit AmeriFirstBank.com today and discover banking that's in a league of its own. AmeriFirst Bank, your trusted financial partner. Member FDIC.
That was sweet.
You could be in your new home watching the game. Give me a call to make that happen. Ryan Beasley, 315-2417.
Ryan Beasley has been a realtor serving Montgomery Catholic families in the River region for over 23 years. Give Ryan a call at 334-315-2417 when you're ready to buy or sell a home. Just like you, he's a Knight through and through. Go Knights.
Are you tired of feeling drained, being overweight, having no motivation? The Weight Clinic in Prattville can help. Weight loss isn't just a physical challenge, it's a mental challenge. That's why we support every step of the way with physician-directed weight loss. We offer a variety of weight loss medication, supplements, and services tailored to your personal goals. Reclaim your motivation and energy and love you again. The Weight Clinic in Prattville. Call us today.
Little Donkey Mexican Restaurant in East Chase is Montgomery's go-to spot for high school tailgating and pre-gaming this year. With family fajita packs, taco packs, and famous fried chicken packs, you can feed groups of any size, or you can try their chip and dip platters for any sized crowd. And they've made it easy to order. Just go to the website at thelittledonkey.com. Choose the Montgomery location and choose pickup or delivery to place your order. Little Donkey Mexican in East Chase. Mexican food with a southern soul. If you have been injured in a car wreck, call Stokes Stimley Personal Injury Attorneys, the home team. Your case will be handled personally by Jonathan Stokes and Joshua Stimley, an alumni of Montgomery Catholic. Call them at 334-316-4123 for a no-obligation, free consultation to discuss your options. Your home team legal counsel.
At some point, every child hits a roadblock in school. It's totally normal. But if your child is stuck, the class has to keep moving, whether your child gets it or not. At Sylvan, our teachers have the time to give the individualized support each student needs. We'll focus on exactly what your child needs to get caught up with grades and confidence. Wherever your child needs to go, we can help get them there. If you're ready to prioritize your child's education this year, now's the time to call Sylvan or visit sylvanlearning.com.
Radio, and Deacon Mike and I are taking a seat for the start of the second half.
I know you start early. I start at 4:45 a.m. every morning, and I've walked a bunch of steps today. So, but I am excited to be here. The Knights at halftime are leading 38-0, Justin, and it's cooled off.
It is.
And there's a little breeze. It's a beautiful night.
It is
for
cool.
Football.
It's about 77 as opposed to 81.
Yeah, and maybe even under that because it was 77 at game time and has drastically cooled off in my estimation. Might be that the air conditioner's on.
It's not November weather. I'll tell you that right now.
No, it's not. We're ready for it.
Josh Johnson, I've seen him a couple times this week, and every time he just, I ask him, hey.
He promises?
He does his best, and I'd say 50% of the time he gets it right.
Yeah.
And the other 50% of the time he did his best, and that's all we can ask. 12 minutes are on the clock for your 3 Squared Technology third quarter of play. And we've got a message from our Montgomery County Sheriff, Derek Cunningham. On behalf of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, we'd like to commend Montgomery Catholic Preparatory School on their football season this year. I know you all are going to do a fantastic job, and on behalf of everybody here at the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, we support you, and we hope that you have a blessed year. As the Little Donkey Mexican Restaurant kickoff will be received by Joe Pierce. This was a worm burner from right to left, kicked off right there as we finished the sheriff's message, and it never got more than a foot off the ground. And those guys, Deacon Mike wanted a return.
I did. I wanted a return bad, and Michael Sheffield has played football roulette all night long, receiving these things, and then this one just bounced into his hands, and he knelt down. Maybe he was already headed towards the ground, but he didn't turn it over. Only a second ticked off the clock. We're in the third quarter. Knights are leading 38-0. We're at home hosting the first round of the playoffs in 5A football, and it's 9-0 undefeated Knights against the 4-6 Bulldogs.
Shotgun formation, pass on first down here. Pitch out into the flats, and it's going to be caught, but it's not going to move the chains. It'll be 2nd and 10 upcoming. Hey, I just want to address a situation. We've got a couple of folks who have tuned in. Pamela Holland and Leanne Woodall have made a comment on Facebook, and I just wanted to address it. So not only am I the football play-by-play broadcaster, I'm also the head of school. I'm school president, Justin Costanza. And I, before a comment was made on Facebook, heard coming up from halftime from the stands, and this pass is going to sail downfield. Nearly caught.
I believe it was caught.
It was caught. And that looks, is that Brody Hudson or Wilson Hodges? It's going to be Wilson Hodges for a big red flag pest control first down. But I heard, and before the comment was even made, I went to address one of the Montgomery Catholic fans. It was actually our color guard coach, shouted, "Get on the field." It sounded like "get off the field" when the Holtville band had finished, but actually confirmed with the Holtville football coach, who was standing next to our color guard sponsor, saying "get on the field" because the color guard was taking too long. It was not an affront at the band from Holtville. In fact, the communication from our band folks, theirs was one of pride. Both bands did a fantastic job. So I just want to address that. It did sound, in fact, it sounded that way to me, which is why before the comment was made, I went to investigate and confirm. So just want to say it. In the world of live broadcasting, you get to handle the good stuff. And right now, 38-0 is your score, 10:30 on the clock, 3 Squared Technology Group, third quarter of play, and we lost a yard on first down.
The Bulldogs did affront our offense.
2nd down, and we'll
GG
call
up
it
the
12.
middle.
We'll pick up 10. It'll be
Wow.
3rd down and very short for the Knights. Clock continues to churn, 10:14 and counting, 3 Squared Technology Group, third quarter of play.
Giovanni never got higher than that kickoff a little while ago.
He
About a
stayed.
foot and a half. He was parallel with the ground the whole time. Finally, momentum, I think, dropped him, or gravity. 3rd and 4. A little bit under 10 minutes, third quarter. Little wind kicking to the south as we go up the middle again.
And first effort won't make it, but a broken tackle will allow for a first down push.
Did he get it?
He got it. They will move the
right.
chains. That is a red flag, pest control, first down. Keep the clock running at 9:42 and counting. Move the chains. Knocking on the door to the red zone. This ball is on the 32-yard line.
Josh with that carry, he's averaging 95 yards a game. I'm going to see if I can't pull it up here and see where we're at so far.
All right, they are going to pass to number 18, Brody Hudson in the flats. He is met by his defender, tackled by number 16, falls forward, a pickup of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8 upcoming.
Steer roped by, or calf roping, that's what it looked like, and by Bryant Boone. Nice tackle. Good gain, though, 4 yards, brings up 2nd and 6, 9 minutes here. Third quarter.
AKD broadcast team tonight again, just 3 wide, missing Daniel Harbin, Austin, CJ, and James, as we are shrinking down. I'll tell you what's not shrinking, that's the score. Number 6, BJ Bedgood, picks this one up, throw towards the near boundary. He's going to be about a foot shy of the line to gain unless they measure, and it looks like it is going to be 3rd down and a short 1. Quick to the line of scrimmage, and I believe we're going to have a Designer Smiles Dental Studio timeout, or the officials are going to say measure.
I think they ought to measure.
Oh, they have called a first down without measuring.
There you go.
They say first down. White hat emphatic there. 8:45 on the clock, 38-0 the score. 3 Squared Technology Group, third quarter of play.
Of the emphatic indication of the first down averted the agita on the sideline near us.
I'm telling you, by the time we get to the Dogwood Media Solutions postgame show, there's no telling what you'll hear right here on Praise 96.5. 8:36 to go, and the pass complete across midfield as he was streaking away. That was 18, Brody Hudson as well on the slant.
Heard it first here, streaking at Montgomery Catholic.
Oh, more of a slant than a streak from the 4-yard line or so. The Knights will be first and goal. Thank you, Red Flag Pest Control. Been doing it all night. 8-18.
Zaylen Jackson.
Zaylen is
there
in.
It is.
He'll
there
get
it
the ball,
there
and
it
he
is.
will get a touchdown. Montgomery Catholic, good for 6. Thank you to Ken Bishop, your State Farm agent. 8:11 on the clock, and we're going to add 6 points for the good guys.
Ding, ding, ding. Another touchdown. Little breeze blowing southerly. 8-11. left in the third quarter. Justin, the Knights are up 44-0, and we're trying to make it 45-0.
Ken Bishop, your State Farm agent, got us in the end zone. And now Stokes and Stimley. Brody Hudson, the hold. Kick is up off the foot of J.P. Costa. And this one is good. We got a word from our sponsors with the Knights leading 45-0.
Don't let pests control your life. Take control with the professionals at Pest Pro. Protecting your home and family is our highest priority by providing a thorough residential inspection and treatment for pests, termites, and more. Mosquito season is here, so call Pest Pro today. Pest Pro Services. When you want to know, call the pro.
All right, we are back in the booth, and we may have to take it up a touch. We're looking at our AKD booth cam here. And we're standing up so that if we lean way back here,
get a little air.
There's a little air blowing. It's stuffy in the booth tonight. Again, it's about 85 degrees at kickoff.
A little hot air. Not sure where it comes from, but it is on both sides of the booth. Nice little donkey kickoff fielded inside the 15 there, number 0 going across field, turns up, and wrapped up by Knight on about the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Knights. 8:05 on the clock. It's your 3-Square Technology third quarter.
1st and 10. We're going to let Bulldogs.
Well, I tell you what, the Knights' defense is on. Yep. And it is 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs consistently tonight. That has resulted in a couple of yards one way or the other, and then one of the best punters that we have seen all season. Yeah. And the Knights are going to see, have the Bulldogs been able to adjust? What are they doing new after the half? And they're going to hand it off, met behind the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 12 upcoming. The clock churning, 7:52 and counting. Knights lead 45-0.
Can't read the numbers, but it's Garrett, Harrison, Dillon, and crew, the 50s, there in the middle of the line, and they just stopping anything that comes their way. Doing a great job, sealing it up and backing them up. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11 or 12, 7.5 minutes.
Shotgun formation, 2 wideouts to both sides. They want to pass. Wide open is number 1 at the boundary marker.
Wow.
He will elect to step out of bounds. He heard the footsteps from number 21, Ricky Williams, and Miles Cotry was in the vicinity.
Elijah, a prophet in modern times, foresaw a big hit and got out of bounds.
Picked up about 8. It'll be 3rd and 3, trying to get across the 30 to the 32-yard line, moving from right to left, the south end zone at their back. The home of the Knights, Pice Gymnasium and Athletic Center ahead of them. They're trying to get across midfield for the first time other than punting the ball. And Montgomery Catholic's defense will try to prevent. AmeriFirst Bank, 3rd down, under 5 seconds on the play clock. Motion, snap, hands it off, and met behind the line of scrimmage. There were 3 Knights there within 3 steps, and that'll be a 4th down upcoming for the Bulldogs, and that all-familiar scenario faces the Bulldogs, and the punt squad will take the field.
Definitely Garrett Sanford, Dylan Rogers again plugging the gap, wrapping him up, pushed him down. So they tackle him on the 29. Their punter in familiar territory. I can see the Salon Paws patches on him from here.
Standing on the 15-yard line. And all the way back on our own 35 is Michael Sheffield. A higher snap this time and a lower punt. This one will sail into the arms of a fair catch called by Michael. It'll be just across the 30 at the 32-yard line.
I don't know what that means, but that Michael was signaling that to that. Maybe he was saying the lights.
Well, I think that was his fair catch call. He was. Afterwards?
Yeah. Like
he might be saying that he lost it in the lights.
Hey,
yeah.
See.
Yeah.
Great catch. He had to back up and catch it on the run, but kept it from bouncing inside the 10 or 15. So Knights back on offense just in 6.5 minutes or so left in the third quarter, leading by 45. I think this is going to be another 55-plus ball game tonight.
I believe
as we drive up the middle.
Zaylin Jackson, I believe, the ball carrier there. picked up about 5 on the play. And
solid run.
He was about to have his knees on the turf after 2 or 3 yards and was able to stay vertical enough, really flying horizontally before being brought down halfway to the line to gain, trying to get to the 42. Kingston wants to pass. He will throw this. It's caught at the 45. Wow. J.J. Williams, number 4, will run 55 yards for 6.
Touchdown.
All the way to the end
Touchdown.
zone. Montgomery Catholic let the confetti fly.
Wow.
Who cares who cleans it up? Let's just put it in the air. 6 minutes to go in the 3 Squared Technology Group. Third quarter of play, and Montgomery Catholic called up their State Farm agent, Ken Bishop, and he delivers 51-0. And Stokes and Stimley will do their best to add one. It would be 52-0 halfway through the 3 Squared Technology Group. Third quarter. Word from our sponsors after this break.
This is turning into a nightmare that the Bulldogs have dreaded.
They knew that it was going to be a tough hill to climb. Stokes and Stimley delivers 52-0 your score. We'll be back with 6 minutes to go in the 3 Squared Technology Group. Third quarter of play. Catering lunches since 1998, We Lunch It partners with area private schools to provide nutritious and delicious lunches for students and teachers. A team dedicated to customer service and committed to delivering high-quality food for our school families. We Lunch It takes the worry out of the lunch rush. Let us cater to you. Visit WeLunchIt.com to learn more.
And we are back live here. Montgomery Catholic leading 52-0 on a beautiful football night. First round of the playoffs in Alabama High School Athletic Association 5A play. First round. 32 teams have made it to tonight. The rest of them are staying at home watching or listening on the radio maybe. And after tonight, it will be down to 16 teams, and it looks like the Knights will advance to the second round. And we'll try to get some information here before we sign off about is it at home or not next week.
Citronelle and Shelby County, the two options. The Little Donkey Mexican Restaurant kickoff, the biggest return of the night for the Bulldogs. Finally tackled at the 37-yard line. That was
number 12, Michael.
Number 12, Michael Sheffield on the tackle. There were 4 or 5 options before that, but none able to come up with it. And we've got a new defense on the field. Well, not entirely new, but a number of new jerseys out there sprinkling in. A few folks.
Bryce Carter, I see. We've still got Gavin Phelan in there.
Charles Chappelle still. Listen, here's why I said they look smaller from here, but it's still our guys.
Well,
I saw
right.
I saw Harrison Rogers on the sideline and just assumed, but nope. There's Garrett, Kenneth Bell's out there. Cam,
66.
Yeah, they're out there.
There's a 10th grader, Trevin Orem.
Trevon T.O. He's in there a bunch. He's a consistent.
But they definitely have some white pants up there.
You know, I thought it was. So, looks like Citronelle, and we got some scores here. Andalusia playing Elmore County, winning 27-7, and Arab losing to Moody, and Sipsey Valley losing 32-0 to Viger. That's a team we may see again. Citronelle currently winning over Shelby County 14-7 in the fourth quarter.
Bulldogs running their familiar route up the middle, and the Knights doing the familiar defensive act of stopping them behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of at least 2 second, and good 12. 5:18 left here, third quarter. And the Knights have a comfortable lead, 52-0. Now, you know what we love?
I love a shutout.
I do. And in the playoffs, it's sweet.
Shout out to Chad Barwick, superintendent, tuned in tonight to see how his alma mater is doing. Doing just fine, Mr. Barwick, 52-0, as this one will fly out of bounds at the 42-yard line. And Gavin and Ricky, the two closest, Sal Barenko in the neighborhood quickly. But Elijah or Eli, who was the prophet number 1 for the Bulldogs?
Yeah, that's on their team. It's Elijah.
Not able to be there. Did not see that one coming.
No.
4:34 and counting, 52-0. This is your 3 Squared Technology Group third quarter. Your AKD broadcast team, just 3 of us tonight. Brittany Bradley doing the job of 4 and doing it well, making us sound good and look good on Facebook Live and Praise 96.5. Shout out to Terry Barber, our in-studio engineer, making us look good on the radio. 4:10 and counting now, 52-0, still your score. Quarterback for the Bulldogs on his own goal line, flushes out of the pocket, will throw this incomplete. He was standing on his own 7-yard line when he threw it. That was an AmeriFirst third down stop. I failed to tell you it was that late in the down sequence. Brings up a 4th and 13. The ball placed at the 14-yard line, and that means Michael Sheffield will probably stand on the nighthead at midfield to receive.
Punter's going to be the farthest back we've seen him tonight.
You think he'll be in the end zone?
Let's see. Looks like it. He's backed in a couple of yards there. Their big, tall, lanky man, number 1, is getting a lot of punts tonight. Nice hike. Gets the punt away.
Another beautiful kick. It will be fair caught by Michael Sheffield at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Knights as the field position for the Bulldogs continues to remain on their part of the field regardless of who has the ball. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. And the defense is up to the line for the Holtville Bulldogs. And something has just got to be hard in your mind as an athlete, especially for our seniors. You know, when you watch these playoff games, one team goes home, one team moves on. And there's just a lot to be said for the grit and the determination that it takes for these Bulldogs to face a 52-0 deficit and still give everything you've got on every play. They have not given up a bit.
9th grader Paul Olive, number 64, in on this play.
All right, 2 wideouts to the near side. I believe Paul, the near wide receiver there. They will block. They will push forward. The Knights will. About 6 yards on the play. And, yeah, a couple of new guys, a couple of regulars. And it's going to be a pickup of about 8, actually, all the way to the 40-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. Zaylin Jackson runs the play in. And
number 74, Adam.
Oh, Dryjansky.
In there,
I see him.
Young guy.
Absolutely. And Will Knoll is in as well. Saw him come from this near side. He appears to be, well, I think that's Henry Dixon on the far side. Guys, we can't see a single number from here, let's be honest. Calling for the ball in the shotgun formation. He'll get it. That's Will Knoll at quarterback as he hands it off to number 8, Zaylin Jackson. I say Will every time. It's Andrew Knoll. Christine, Mickey, I'm so sorry. At least we've got the right surname. The last 8 weeks we were saying Hickman. So, you know, they should stop paying me to do this.
Double your salary.
I'll give it all back.
Minute 20 left in the third quarter. Knights leading 52-0. I am glad to see that we're playing some young guys. It's so important. It's one of the secrets of success here is great coaching and then getting the young guys in when the time is right so that they're ready next year.
That's right. Andrew Knoll at quarterback, flanked to his right by Zaylin Jackson. 1 wide out to the near side, 2 on the far side. And the Designer Smiles Dental Studio. Timeout taken. Oh,
Knights.
No.
Oh, what was that?
So they're going to say no flag.
Okay.
Timeout was taken by the Knights. Designer Smiles Dental Studio brings it to you with 47 seconds to go in the 3 Square Technology Group third quarter. The Knights lead 52-0.
Welcome to the MGM Collective, where luxury meets perfection. From vibrant hair color transformations by the best stylists around, to rejuvenating facials with our skilled estheticians, a golden glow with a flawless spray tan, and the soothing touch of our massage therapist. We've got it all. At the MGM Collective, we don't just meet expectations, we exceed them. Experience beautiful color, relaxation, and confidence all in one place. Book today, 334-593-8760. Don't forget to ask about our memberships.
All right, we are back. It is almost the fourth quarter. 47.3 seconds remain in the 3 Square Technology Group third quarter. The Knights lead 52-0. And Montgomery Catholic's offense on the field. Quarterback Andrew Knoll stands on his own 40-yard line.
New numbers out there, 72, Caden Pyle, 9th grader.
Oh, the Powell brothers, one of them in there. And a blitz from the Bulldogs opens up a pass downfield. This one is going to be intercepted by the Bulldogs at about the 6-yard line, and floated that one up there just a touch and needed another yard or two underneath it. Good blocking up front, but a great play by the Bulldogs.
It was intended for M.J. Belser. Like I said, floated is a good word. It was up for grabs. Their defender got it. And I tell you what, though, just saved us a punt. And
it's the equivalent of a punt.
Ball is down there.
And they're going to exhaust the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
All right, so they're going to head down to the other end of the field. 4 fingers held into the air by every player with a jersey, and a few coaches, too. Montgomery Catholic leads 52-0. That's the end of your 3 Square Technology Group third quarter. We got a word from our sponsors and back with your Morgan Stanley fourth quarter right after this.
Your next adventure is calling. Avis Car Rentals can get you there. Need a car for your next trip or while your car is in the shop? Brian Bonikowski and Scotty Parrish at Avis Car Rentals are ready to get you where you want to go. Visit avis.com for your special offer.
A proud supporter of the Catholic Knights and giving you the smile you deserve, visit Dr. Jennifer Richardson at Designer Smiles Dental Studio for routine cleanings to a brighter smile. Designer Smiles Dental Studio on Chantilly Parkway. Visit designersmilesdental.com to become a patient today.
Visit El Taco Shop, Montgomery's ultimate destination for authentic Mexican cuisine. Family-owned El Taco Shop takes pride in using only the freshest ingredients and time-honored recipes to bring you the true flavors of Mexico. Check out our menu at eltacoshopal.com.
eltacoshopal.com. If you haven't been out on Taylor Road and visited the El Taco Shop, I highly suggest you do, but go hungry because everything you eat's going to be delicious and you're going to want more of it. 12 minutes are on the clock at your Morgan Stanley. Fourth quarter, tucked back against their own end zone, moving from left to right. They'll snap the ball, hand it off, and get out to about the line of scrimmage. Looked like about a 4-yard play, but they were way back off the ball. A number of new Knight defenders definitely on the field this time.
Definitely on the field and with a definite stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Good job, young folks. Are 9th and 10th graders out there. Some clean uniforms, getting a little experience, having a little fun, and being able to say, hey, when I was a freshman, I played in the playoffs, first round at Montgomery Catholic. Knights defense ready for whatever the Bulldogs throw at them, and they throw to the near side. An errant throw intended for their big, tall number 1, but is 5 yards away from the intended receiver. Clock stops with 11:05, but it is running, so maybe we have agreed.
Yeah, they
all right.
See the white hat is continuing to signal to run the clock.
Good deal. Under 11 already.
10:55 in counting. And Montgomery Catholic's 52-0 lead should hold. We'll see. We got a couple of folks changing positions here. Sal Barenko and Henry Dixon on the nearest side of the field. And quick up to the line there, 35, Caden Harris or Fred Lewis. Hard to tell the exact number. And it looks like they are going to bring the ball out almost to the line, to the line to gain. And they are going to call it a first down.
They still got that Cedric Krosky in there, 0. Their athlete of the night, senior, playing his heart out, trying to advance the Bulldogs here. They do get a first down, Justin, about maybe the 2nd in the game for them.
From about the 15 or 16-yard line, Trevon Oram there at the tackle. McAlpine in the booth helping make sure that everybody knows how to say these names and doing a good job with it. It's hard when you're the guy on the mic, I'll tell you right now. It's hard. Everybody knows what's right. And number 1, again, going to keep the ball. Another first down. He'll pick up about 12.
Yeah.
And there's an
plus
unnecessary
15
flag that comes out.
Yeah.
That's going to be hitting outside the boundary marker against the home team. 52-0 lead. You cannot make mistakes like that. Montgomery Catholic head coach on the sidelines telling his guys over here to settle down, to remind themselves to stop, to be part of doing this right. I want to make sure that we are following the protocol and the procedures and the process. a good word for football, especially championship programs.
Yeah, both are. We had 2 Knights hit him out of bounds on the other side, which is going to cost us 15 yards as they mark that off here. May bring the Bulldogs into the best field position, or at least nearly. That's right now 9:36. The ball's spotted
all the
on
way to the 45.
45.
All the way to the 45. 9:28 and counting. Shotgun formation. They will hand this one off. 13's got it. He'll get 5. He'll get 8. He will push forward. Not sure if he made it across the line there.
Yep.
They're going to say, yeah, that was every bit of 10 yards.
Yeah.
And so Kirk Johnson just confirming that spot is where it needs to be. Not sure what he's talking to the white hat about. Line judge asked him to stay off the field, which is his right. 1st and 10 from the 45. We were on the 45 to the 45.
Coming around this side, number 35, wrapped up by 2 Knights. No gain on the play. Stops him at the 45. This time the young guys wrapped him up and stopped. Clock running 8:40. I didn't see who all was there, but 19, Henry Dixon was definitely.
Henry was definitely involved. There was one other player there.
Yep.
We need binoculars next time. 8:27 in counting, 52-0 your score. This is the Morgan Stanley fourth quarter. 1 wide receiver on the near side, 2 on the far side with an H-back on that far side as well. He'll block. 14 will get the ball. Pick up 3 yards on the play and a good stop by the Knights defense. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. AmeriFirst Bank says hold them, and the Knights defense is going to need to do just that.
Their number 14 looks like a sizable young man, but he's one of the young guys to a 10th grader out there, running back. And nice little play up the middle. Gains about 3. So it's 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs. And I would say it's 4th down territory and 4th down time for the Bulldogs.
Miles Gordine here on the near side. A.J. Daughtery in there as well. Henry Dixon moves up to the line of scrimmage, and he is going to be there for the tackle.
Yeah.
And he's going to help number
Nice.
36, Fred Lewis. Fred had him wrapped up, and Henry helped complete the deal. That was your AmeriFirst Bank 3rd down sponsor. They held him. 4th down and 8 upcoming. Really a loss of 1.
Both of those young men are future speedsters.
They are
fast. They showed right there the speed that is needed by the defense. So we were right. It's 4th down time, 4th down territory, 4 down territory, and they're going for it on the 4th. They've got to. They've got 52 points to make up in the next 6 minutes and 58 seconds.
And it is the 4th quarter. Thank you, Dave. Definitely the 4th quarter. Morgan Stanley brings you this quarter of play, and the Designer Smiles Dental Studio timeout called by the Bulldogs gives us an opportunity for an intermission. Knights lead 52-0, 6:51 to go in round 1.
Somebody says the Knights might be ready to play Mississippi State.
I did. That was the call for a commercial break.
3 Squared Technology Group is a proud supporter of Montgomery Catholic, providing exceptional IT industry solutions with impeccable customer service and attention to detail since 2016. 3 Squared takes pride in offering real IT solutions for clients nationwide. Visit their website at 3squaredtechnology.com. That's the number 3, squaredtechnology.com.
Yeah, Dave Bosco getting funny, saying that the Bulldogs of Holtville might make way for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State. And, Dave, very rarely do I disagree with you, but I think we're more ready for Auburn. Oh, shots fired, I know. It's tough. 6:51 to go, 52-0 the score. And it's 4th down, and they look to punt. The Bulldogs saying, look, let's do what we do best right now. Nothing wrong with that. See if the young offense maybe will come in and have to go all the way. This bounce of a deep snap is going to lead to the lowest punt of the night, but they don't need it to go too far. It does exactly what the Bulldogs want. Down inside the red zone, I believe this one will be touchdown at the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs upcoming. Montgomery Catholic is going to send their offense out on the field. There's 90 yards to go, and there is 6 minutes and 22 seconds and counting to get there.
I think we can eat up the entire 6 minutes. The clock is rolling. It's not stopping for anything. And the mercy rule is in play. They're doing the, what do they call it, rolling clock, running clock?
Yeah.
And both coaches can agree on that later in the game, or they can do it in the first quarter if they want, I guess.
Sure can. And I'll tell you where you need to be running, and that's to the East YMCA tomorrow from 11 to 12:30. $15.
And just wing
all
it.
you can eat. Montgomery Catholic is proud to be there as a supporter. Our coaches are going to be cooking. Our concession stand crew with Clay Cleghorn is going to be cooking. And $15 all you can eat, Pelzer Avenue. 8th annual East YMCA Wing Festival. Come out tomorrow. That's Saturday. A high snap, bring it down. There is going to be a penalty marker on the play. Not for the ugly exchange, but for the offsides. False start on the offense means that we're going to go from the 10-yard to probably the 5, and it'll still be first down. 5:33 to go on the clock. Knights lead 52-0. That time will start running.
Yeah, so the white hat back there doing his helicopter move saying, move the clock.
First down now and 15. Trying to get out across the 20 to about the 21. They'll come to the near side looking for a block, unable to get it.
Get up.
And three Bulldogs will swallow the ball carrier.
20-something. 28 maybe? 28?
Maybe. Could be 25.
It's a 50-50 shot.
Is not 25. Yeah, that was 28. That was Will Brantley.
Will Brantley, 9th grader out there running for his life out of the end zone to preserve the shutout, because that would have been 2 points for the Bulldogs had they dragged him down in the end zone for a safety. And I'm for not running into the end zone anymore. Let's run it up the middle.
2 wideouts to the far side. Yeah. And we're going to stay right here. And another high snap, and I believe another offsides. That's going to be half the distance to the goal if that's the case. Sorry.
That's all right.
And Montgomery Catholic did move.
Oh, yeah. Well, the advantage is we were less than 5 yards for the end zone, so half the distance is not even a 5-yard penalty. So it didn't cost us tons.
It'll be second down and about 17 and a half.
Oh.
Another good snap. They'll hand it off. Met at the line of scrimmage by a few Bulldogs. They'll wrestle them down, and it'll be third down and 15. And they're going to say that we gained 1 on the play.
All right.
And
Progress.
if we snap the ball here to punt with exactly 4 minutes to go, it is third down and very long. If we had to punt, punter's going to be at the back of the end zone. The worst case scenario there, you snap the ball out the back and give up 2 points. But Montgomery Catholic is set to maybe exchange. We may have a full exchange here. I think they're getting ready for the kick, but we've got a host of helmets being donned on the sidelines.
Play clock running down under 5 seconds. 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
And they are going to wait all the way down before they take a timeout. And we'll stay right here.
Okay.
Montgomery Catholic is in their last 3.5 minutes, 3 minutes and 25 seconds to be exact. This Designer Smiles Dental Studio timeout gives us an opportunity to thank our business sponsors, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, J.C. Love, your Montgomery County Probate Court, Dr. Brian Kelly, podiatrist, the Houston Clinic, Hoops League, definitely starting to take the court over the next couple months, Warren Averett, Dirk's Filet and Vine, Capital and Colonial Trailways. And Capital and Colonial Trailways may be getting a call from us tonight if Citronelle
wins, then we might have to travel.
Yeah, so if Citronelle and Shelby County ends up with a Citronelle win, folks out there that have been listening, maybe you guys can get us an update from Max Preps on Citronelle Shelby County. It was 14-7 Citronelle in the fourth quarter, last update we had. 3:25 to go in your Morgan Stanley fourth quarter. Don't leave. We're going to talk to you in the Dogwood Media Solutions post-game show. Deacon Mike is going to yawn and sneeze.
Sorry.
And hopefully that's it. 52-0 the score, 3:25 on the clock. And the Knights have brought in first team to try to get us out of the end zone here. Kingston will take it in the end zone, and he will run for about 15 yards. I said that was Kingston. That might have been somebody else. Of course, we can't see anything from up here, the glare. And it might also have been number 2, Joe Pierce. See, this is where we need WSFA and those beautiful cameras so that we can just look at it and see. It is going to be, wow, they called it a first down. We needed 17 yards, and we got 17 yards. That was unbelievable.
That's ball game right there.
And so now with 2:48 to go, there's not much that the Bulldogs can do, and we will have a sequence of taking a knee here.
Yeah, I'm pulling up on the internet as quick as I can get, and it shows we're behind schedule because it shows us 38-0, and we're 52-0. The score was 7, Citronelle, Shelby 0, and you said an updated score of that was what, 14?
14-7, Citronelle.
All right.
2:17 on the clock, and Deacon Mike, I was not paying attention at all what happened on the field. Did we take a knee?
I'm with you. I still recovering from a sneezing fit is my excuse. Second down and about 14 or 15. So under 2 minutes.
Looks like 14-9. Shelby County did score. The interesting part about that 2 points there means that if they were to score
Safety.
again,
it
was a safety, but if they were able to score again, it would not be 14-14. They'd have the edge. 141 and counting. This is just a game of sit and wait. The coaches are preparing the team at midfield for the good game procession. 131. The only thing hurting now is about the 12 or 14 yards.
That they're running off. They're running backwards.
They're losing here as we go. You have an allergic reaction in the booth to the shutout. Deacon Mike, we've had about 8 of them. But
I love it. I love a shutout, and it's a real testimony to this outstanding defense that Coach Jay has fielded this 2024-25 season and not allowed, I think the average is under 8 or 9 points a game. And last year it was 4-point-something points a game, just tremendous. It's 2 years in a row where our defense has absolutely dominated as we were watching the clock run down, and it'll take maybe one more hike of the ball.
3rd down and about 20. We're at 40 seconds. So now all it will take is one more snap. They will do it, and Montgomery Catholic's offense will trot to the sidelines, and we are 30 seconds away from wrapping this one up. Again, shout out and thanks to Terry Barber for manning the airwaves at Little Engine Broadcasting and Praise 96.5, keeping Montgomery Catholic on the radio. It's postseason, so you won't be able to see the game unless you're watching on NFHS. But right here on Praise 96.5 and the Montgomery Catholic Facebook page, you can tune in week by week, not week after week. You're not guaranteed the next one. 5 seconds away, and we will have a round 2 appearance available. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, you can wrap this one in blue and gold. Montgomery Catholic victorious 52-0.
Wow.
Over the Bulldogs of Holtville, who came down, traveled in the first round all the way to Montgomery Catholic, knew they would have an uphill battle, and I could not say anything against the type of play that we saw, the sportsmanship that we seemed to see, the best punter we've seen all year, gutsy performance on the offense, pinned back deep in their own territory, and a great defense who handled Montgomery Catholic, especially in the first quarter, very, very well. So proud of these guys.
Good job to the Bulldogs, and it is sad and poignant as their seniors play their last football game in high school. But on the victorious side, the Knights advance on next week.
That's right, and we'll have an update possibly with the Citronelle-Shelby County game in our, almost said Bradley Plumbing and Heating pregame show. Guys, we don't want to do this all again. It'll be your postgame show brought to you by Dogwood Media Solutions. Deacon Mike and I will be back in a moment. 52-0 the score. You're going to hear our family and alumni roll call sponsors, and we'll be back shortly. A word from our sponsor or two in there as well. 52-0, Knights win. Time for the alma mater. We'll be back in a moment.
We want to thank our greater Montgomery Catholic community who have helped make this broadcast possible. And now, for your family and alumni roll call sponsors. The Aaron family, Megan, class of 2015, Riley 2017, Mitch 2019, Catherine 2023, and Claire, class of 2028. Ben and Elena Barranco, class of 2002, Joan and Barry Cavan, Austin Cleghorn, class of 2021, James Cleghorn, class of 2016, Lainey Cleghorn, class of 1986, Steve and Marcia Hitson Davis, Stephen and Charlotte Deep, class of 78 in memory of Michael Deep. From our first AD, Dean DeLongchamp and his family, Mike 1987, Michelle 1990, and Melissa 1995. Go Knights! De Jesus Donahue family, Catherine and Matthew Donahue 2012, Christopher 2018, Carlo 2021, Mary Leet Edgar, in honor of the class of 1957. Alan and Julie Emerson, class of 2000. Mary and Jim Forsyth. Sean and Laura Feely, class of 2006. The Gonzalez and Saldi family. Francisco, class of 2017. Ezekiel, class of 2019. Inez, class of 2021. And Angelise, class of 2022. Rick and Joey Harris. Helen and David Hayden. The Latham family. Bob and Bonnie McLaurin family. Mike and Carrie Moore, in honor of their son Zach, class of 2019, and Sean, class of 2020. Christine and Mickey Knoll, class of 1991. Jason and Tisha Rhodes, in honor of Hayden Rhodes Howell. Brian and Jennifer Rogers. Mark and Diane Schultz. Teresa and Greg Trelaw, Ricky, class of 2019, and Amy, class of 2023. Brad Walker, class of 1976, in memory of Coach Arbin. If you would like to be part of our Montgomery Catholic Knights roll call, visit montgomerycatholic.org/broadcast to join the team. Thank you, and go Knights!
Dogwood is a proud sponsor once again of Montgomery Catholic football. Hi, I'm Brian Harris, owner of Dogwood, based right here in the Montgomery area. Who are we? Dogwood is your organization's outsourced marketing solution. We can supplement your current marketing staff or be your marketing department as a whole. We have a staff of experts so you don't have to. Want to check out our work? Visit montgomerycatholic.org or holyspiritmgm.org. Ready to talk? Visit dogwd.com. dogwd.com.
Hey everyone, this is Alex Taylor with American Classic Designs. AKD has been Central Alabama's leader in custom apparel and promotional products for more than 30 years. From event-specific t-shirt designs, embroidered corporate logos, or promotional pieces to help spread your brand awareness, our team is ready to help. AKD also powers online customizable stores that both spread school spirit as well as fundraising for an important cause. Call us at 334-277-8433 or visit our website at goakd.com. AKD, meeting all your needs down to a T.
All right, we're back to the booth, and I think I'm going to pull up a chair for the Dogwood Media Solutions post-game show. AKD broadcast team, just three wide tonight. Brittany Bradley in the house, and Quinn getting married, so Daniel Harbin is off. And you can see Galen McAlpine in the back heading off after being the voice on the mic in the stadium, home of the Knights. 52-0 victorious over the Bulldogs of Holtville. And we have just heard that Citronelle, a 3 seed, traveled to Shelby County and was able to beat Shelby County 14-9. So a touchdown and a safety for Shelby County, not enough to take the 2 touchdowns away. And a couple other scores real quick. That's Central of Clay County 49-0. That's a big 5A school. Andalusia surviving 27-7 over Elmore County. Eufaula still alive over Beauregard 30-14 in the fourth quarter as well. Jacksonville playing Scottsboro. They're trailing 49-6. Carver Birmingham losing to Fairview 15-12. Ardmore and Ramsey. Ardmore getting skunked 40-0. Winona trails by 8, 22 to 14 behind Russellville. Sipsey Valley getting blanked by Viger 46-0. So some of those big schools. UMS Wright, I see up there, 21-7 lead over Demopolis in the fourth quarter, and Arab 35-7 behind Moody. So Montgomery Catholic, we've said all season, some of the teams that are going to give us the biggest run for our money, Viger, Williamson, Clay, and they're showing in the first round they're doing that. But with Citronelle's win over Shelby County, that means we will travel next week to Citronelle. Very excited about that. And Deacon Mike, we've got some stats brought to us by Gigi's Cupcakes.
Gigi's Cupcakes and Gavin. And so we dominated the game.
Pretty solid performance.
Pretty solid, 52-0. It was an interesting first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, it was only 3-0 the Knights, and the Bulldogs held their own. But these are full game stats. So 20 first downs against 4, the Knights leading, of course. We made 3 of 9 third down attempts, and they made 1 of 15. Here's a real telling one. We had 568 total yards to their 58, so we had 10 times as many positive yards. Passing was 333 of that. He was really good. I'm not sure that this is exactly right. Gavin and I were talking, but he was very accurate tonight for over 300 yards and averaged over 16 yards per pass. Had some big ones tonight. Rushing, we had 235 yards against their 31, and we attempted to rush, so 32 attempts, they're 19. Yards per rush. This is telling. Jeremiah Cobb, we watch him at play for Auburn now. So much fun. He and a number of running backs we've had over the years. It's not just how far they get, but it's how far they get after they get hit, and that turns into yards per rush, 7.3. So what that says is if we ran the ball every down, we'd get first down after first down because every 2 downs. Yeah. Statistically. Obviously, you'll have a 40-yard run in there and a no yard and a loss and all that, but that's pretty good. Penalties hurt us, 63 yards, and we had some dumb ones. We had some inexperienced one. We had an inexperienced one at the end of the game where 2 of our young guys hit their player outside the bounds and cost us 15 yards and a first down. And so time of possession was kind of lopsided. Not sure that that's real accurate. But the real accurate score statistic is the Knights win 52-0, stay undefeated for the season. So this is our 10th win. If you're not super familiar with the Knights season this year, we had 9 regular season games that we played and won, and then there was a game canceled basically because of the hurricane. We were scheduled to go down to Saraland. We'll go down there next year, but we're not going to play. Did not play them this year. So we had 9 regular season wins, and then tonight. So we're 10-0, and we have earned the right to move on to the second round of the playoffs, as did 15 other teams in the 5A region. So we're going to play in Citronelle, which is almost to Mobile, I believe. It's outside. It's near Saraland, right? I think those exits are real close.
They are.
So it'll be a road trip next week, Justin. We'll have a good time.
We're excited about that. We love traveling.
Well, I'm excited.
52-0.
I'm excited about it. 52-0. I'm excited. I'm excited about the shutout. We have dominated. Our defense has. A couple of great coaches over the years have said, Justin, that defense wins what?
Championships.
Yeah, and I'm a big believer. So we had a lot of fun. We're just having fun again next week.
AKD broadcast team tonight: Brittany Bradley, and Brittany Bradley,
the superstar,
plus Deacon, Mike, and Justin. So this is your final invitation. Come out tomorrow to the Wing Festival and Open House at the East YMCA. 11 to 12:30, $15 all you can eat.
Let's run over again how you can tune in next week, because there'll probably be a lot of people that don't travel. Yep. And so we'll be back home after that, hopefully, but tell everybody.
You need to go to praise965.com or download the app, or if you are within the river region and you can get 96.5 over the terrestrial radio, you can also go to the Facebook page for Montgomery Catholic where you can watch live 52-0. And you can see tonight's game broadcast in perpetuity. And I know that Jennifer and Brian Rogers will be watching this on a Saturday, and definitely called Harrison Rogers' name less tonight. And that is unfortunate because they're going to watch tomorrow and want to hear it a whole lot more. There was just a wall from that defense, and didn't call those name and numbers near enough. It just wasn't as spectacular a showing. Brittany Bradley's ready to get us out of here. Terry Barber is waiting in the studio. For Montgomery Catholic, 52-0 in your Dogwood Media Solutions postgame show. I am Justin Costanza.
And I'm Deacon Mike Costanza. And go Knights.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crust, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose, because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Ken Bishop will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Ken Bishop in Montgomery today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Red Flag Pest Control is Montgomery's premier termite, pest, and mosquito control provider. Don't let pests ruin your football season. Call Red Flag Pest Control at 334-265-1000 888-288-1831 or visit us at redflagpest.com. Red Flag Pest Control.
Montgomery Catholic Knights football is on the air thanks to our business sponsors. Montgomery County Probate Court, Judge J.C. Love III, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Capitol and Colonial Trailways, Dirk's Filet and Vine, Dr. Brian Killey Podiatrist, Hoops League, Houston Clinic, Dr. Lee Murphy, and Warren Averett CPAs and Advisors. Thanks to our Montgomery Catholic community for supporting these generous sponsors.